Let's see. I think I'll unmute for a little bit there. All right. All right, we're set to go, guys. All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Voice of Sinoe here in the diaspora with Esoteric. My man Sigisho is backstage. Yeah, sorry, guys. Sometimes we get tied up with issues or engagements beyond the same, but you know, hopefully you'll pardon us on this one. Sigisho, let's do a little entertainment before we get started. I'll bring you on if you want to. Maybe save your data. You can do so. I will shoot you a test. You know, yeah, you know how it is in Liberia. I totally understand. But let's do a little entertainment to build our audience, and we'll start the show. Alright, it's playing on Facebook, but I'm not Let's see, guys. I'm not getting my sound. It's playing on Facebook. Let me do some technical adjustment here.
Nigeria Association in America. Raw elections, free contest. Saco North Dakota, 2024. Here we come, we blue She is the national president of the Nigeria Association in the US. I said, you know what? National vice president of the Nigeria Association in the US. What's up? What's up? DJ Chris Queer, General Secretary of the Nigeria Association in the America. No news more, no to watch. Go there, Manuel. Tumba Black Bear. When you break your head, you come now. Pantudo, Vice President of the Boakai US, the people are quaking. One I see, I'm your phone. They're not trouble that one. They're going to move. Number one I see, oh, to like Mama Weru, you will. Mama Weru. Patrick Bolu, that one. Mama Weru. Achi right, that one. Mama Weru. Polo fit David that one. Mama Weru, you will. Mama Weru. Dale Bali that one. Mama Weru, you will. Mama Weru. Mama Weru, you will. Mama Weru. I get one thing, now Babu, SK John try you. What do I? Charles Cooper. I will know your double. Your double. What's up? You bring that one out. Yeah, give Mama Weru. Yeah, give Mama Weru. Balumane, Sinoe. I read you do it. The Pibiam. When you're there, I got W. Reed. Come on, my young way. So say you den when no so gbe la o. Nyo se abi oble e se na yon kon. E kon de ire po able kro yon kwa. Ase nyina wa able kro yon kwa wa buwe. Mama welu ajiwe o. O DGAA. Mama welu. Yeah, move. Mama welu ajiwe o. Yeah. The association men, are you in the building? This is a special song for the men, eh? That'll join the women. To put Grandida back on the map. Together we stand.
It's marvelous
The quickly they are moved. Fago North Dakota 2024 Royal Election and Quick Contest. Here we go. Patrick Bolu. Ayere mo na mo se je o. Ayere mo ye na mo se. Ati right that one o na mo se je. Ayere mo na mo se. Ayere mo that one.
Yeah. Test the mic 1 2 1 2 mic check. Let's see whether my sound is good. I want to make sure I don't. Test the mic 1 2 1 2 mic check. Let's see whether my sound is good. Okay, that should be good now. All right, guys. Welcome to Voice of Sinoe. We are sorry for late coming in here. We got other things going on backstage. That's why. But without further ado, I'd like to get my co-panelists on here, Sagacious, to join me. Hey, Sagacious, how you doing? You looking good? Audio is off.
Sorry. Good evening. Good evening, Doug Saya Paul Esoteric. I'd like to say good evening, good morning, good afternoon to our precious viewers and listeners, depending on your location. I'd like to say Sinoe Premium TV show is back and we are here. I mean, this evening to provide you with the necessary information. I think some folks, whether the local, national, or international scene. I'm happy to share the conversation with you. Like I would say, it's a call to national duty, but this we say we will do with high level and dedication.
All right, Sigesho, you made me jealous. You know, you wearing glasses, so I'm wearing my own too.
But there's a slight difference. I mean, the similarity is we both have on glass, but yours is a clear shade, while mine is a dark one. Yeah.
Okay. All right. Let's get the our panelists here. We got maybe you will introduce Tababo, and then I will do Patrick, and then you can introduce our guests for the show. Tababo is backstage, so let me introduce the great journalist of Sinoe County, Patrick Bolu, is our contributor as well on the show. So Patrick, we want to bring you up. Welcome to the show, man. Even though your video is not too good. How you doing, boss?
Yeah. Thank you, ESOTERIC. I don't know what happens to my background always. My video is not as clear as it should be, but I mean, it's an honor to share the platform with you today again in other colleagues and interact with the world. Yeah, I'm honored to be here, brother. Thank you so much.
Patrick, let me teach you also social tactics. You did labor in the room. Mr. B.
Yeah.
I said that's some of the social tactics. The labor in the room, I mean, the core of it. Anyway.
All right, Sigesho, you want to introduce the other the contributor, the labor commissioner, Sinoe?
Well, of course, he's from a Christian called Tababo. I mean, everything about him. He once served as labor commissioner of Sinoe County. Later on, doing the primary in Sinoe County, primary for electoral district number 3. When he wasn't fortunate to get on a party ticket, he was recommended to act as a development superintendent of the county. Yes, and he also, part of the Coalition for Democratic Change, the former ruling establishment, now the main opposition political party.
All right. Christian, welcome aboard, boss. How you doing?
Thank you, Dad. Thank you, Agasha, for that excellent result. I'm doing very well, so God. Happy to share with all of the great brains of this.
All right, guys. If you are not talking, please put yourself on mute so that we don't get a lot of feedback, please. Good, thank you. So, Sagacious, I will also dedicate a responsibility to you to introduce the queen on the platform, the Miss Culture Liberia.
So today, as our on the show, we have Miss Davidlyne Chea. She happens to be the daughter of former Superintendent Sinoe Chea. She's participating in the Miss Culture Liberia competition. She's representing Sinoe County. And so she will be on the show today to explain to us, what the competition is like and what the intent of the competition is.
Nice. Okay, without further ado, I'd like to bring the young lady on. Hey, Davidlyne, how are you?
I'm good.
Good. Welcome to the platform. It's Sinoe County online, so don't be afraid. If you relax.
Okay, thank you.
All right. Yeah, let me put the guests here. There you go. All right, Sigesho, Davidlyne, to get the ball rolling here. This is the first time on the show, so we want to know who this beautiful young lady is, the daughter of the former superintendent of Sinoe County. Who are you? And are you in school or whatever you do? Just give a little introduction of yourself.
All right. I'm Davidlyne Chea, a student at the United Methodist University, studying nursing.
Okay, okay, you studying nursing. Okay, the nurse in waiting. Okay, how long you been in the program?
That's cool.
Okay, okay, all right. All right, so Sigation, let break your ice here. You are one of the persons that brought Davidlyne on the platform. So let get the ball rolling here. If you can shoot some questions, and then we'll go ahead with the other guys.
So, Davidlyne, I'd like to say good evening from my end. Tell us specifically what is this Miss Liberia, Miss Culture Liberia competition? What's the intent of the competition?
This culture like that is all about celebrating and promoting Liberian culture to empower young people to be cultural ambassador for the county or community.
All right. So, Davidlyne, when you say empower, specifically, what sort of empowerment? I mean, you're talking about ladies, right? So, what sort of empowerment do you give to lady?
Empower young women by making decisions in community, taking lead role, running for leadership in community, advocating and stuff.
All right, all right, all right. Sigation, any questions or before I bring Patrick and our commissioner on?
Yeah, so I want to know what is the impact represented Sinoe County? What is the impact your representation will bring to Sinoe? What's the impact?
Representation on the country impact I will bring is, let's see. Okay. Desire for change. I believe that Sinoe County has great potential for youth, for growth and development. But there is a lean inward in person to stand up.
Davidlyne,
Yeah.
Davidlyne, I'm not calling you up. I mean, there's a lot of feedback. You're like you're shaking. So, can you be steady so that we get rid of distraction and the feedback, please? Thank you. Go ahead. Yeah, go ahead.
All right, thank you. I'm passionate about changing positive. I'm passionate about creating positive change and improving the life of the people in my county. By representing Sinoe County in Miss Culture Liberia, I can actively contribute to providing the social, economic, and political landscape of the area.
Okay, okay, all right. Let me now get the other guys going. Patrick, question for our guest. You're on mute.
Okay. All right. Mrs. Chea, how you doing today?
Yeah, unfortunately, she off.
Yeah, I
Okay.
think she off the show. I think she's off the show.
You need to come back here.
I think she's off the show.
All right, there you go. She's back. Let me see.
Mrs. Chea, how you doing?
I'm good.
All right. Okay. So, please tell me, your audience, what is your upbringing in terms of Sinoe culture which you need to represent?
Yeah.
Your upbringing, your affiliation with Sinoe culture. What is your knowledge of the culture of Sinoe which you want to represent?
Yeah, I think we're getting some feedback, and it's just a lot of feedback. So she's not getting the question correctly.
So the question is, are you there? Are you getting me?
Yeah.
My question is, what is your upbringing? What is your upbringing in the Liberian culture, especially from Sinoe County where you were born, and your understanding of the Sinoe, I mean, or Liberian culture? What is your understanding of upbringing, your affiliation or association with the culture of Sinoe? Can you tell us? You can tell us more about affiliation?
Well, I can't say much because I don't know much about Sinoe County culture or tradition like that.
Oh, okay.
So then, why do you want to represent Sinoe in the competition if you don't know about Sinoe culture?
Yeah, I believe that I guess you can know much about Sinoe culture through research.
Okay, so you are reading you are a nurse waiting, or I mean you are doing nursing at the Methodist University. One would say perhaps nursing and culture, maybe do not align. So why you be a culture ambassador for Sinoe? You are doing nursing. Why?
I guess it's passion person. Well, as Miss Culture Liberia platform has an opportunity to showcase my culture and its heritage. So yeah, that's what I kind of.
Let's bring Mr. Tribal in. Mr. Tribal, got a question for the young lady?
Okay. Well, Doug, for me, it will not be a question, but because as the former leader of the county, and I think that's still to be corrected, this is the first of a kind to have a very young lady, a very teenage lady, trying to showcase the culture of our county, to promote the culture of our county. She might not have been that knowledgeable about the culture of the county to the extent that we will want her to do, but I think the fact that she has accepted the challenge, accepted the opportunity to represent Sinoe, I think the organizers themselves have done due diligence to the young ladies before bringing up at this level. What do I mean? Before starting this about Miss Culture Liberia, they should have brought them together, provide some education to them, or giving them time to go back to the various counties and study their culture, because they didn't go to the county to start the people or to identify the people to represent the various counties. I want to believe they just pull out the announcement and they even saw the opportunity and they apply representing their county, and they started getting around people who have little understanding about their county to inform them so as to showcase their country's culture. Like you listen to her, she said she know nothing about tradition and the culture of Sinoe, but she felt that by being part of this show, it will give her the opportunity to research, to be informed about. It means that she has interest in knowing the culture of our country, the tradition of our country, because these are things that are gradually lost from the stage. Our this generation not having an insight about what their culture is like, what their traditions is, think that they are too civilized. They have come to Morovia down, so they have nothing to do about culture. But she still has that interest to study her culture, to know her culture. Like all young girls from other countries are, taking part in the process. So I want to say kudos. I want to encourage her, and with research, getting around all the leaders of the country, I think you're going to know a lot more about the culture. And thank you for raising Sinoe flag. Thank you for flying our flag, and Miss Chea, and keep the courage. Continue to be courageous, be brave, go out there, do your best, and Sinoe is proud of you.
All right. Young lady, I want to also join Tababo. Normally, I think I'm getting a lot of feedback. If you're not doing something, just put your phone. If you're not speaking, you put yourself on mute. That way, we'll have better quality sound. So, to buttress what Tababo said, oftentimes I tell people, I mean, especially our children in the West, right? They don't interact with their culture a lot, and I find it kind of depressing as well. Those back home, they tend to run from their culture. Even to speak their own language, their original language, they shy. So you find our children in Bubadi, in Davidlyne, in Jurutown, in those remote villages, they speak in English to their parents or they speak in English to each other. They're afraid of their own language. And that's something that bothers me a whole lot. And so to see you as young as you are and you are participating, you want to showcase your culture. That's something that makes me happy. So we are on the standby. If you need our support, I will get my email to you. I will send my contact information when we get off the show. If there are any contribution we have to make, let me know. We will do that. I will go through Sigesha as well so that we can give you the support you need. But our culture, it is what your culture is what makes who you are, So when I see people, when you speak your own language and the people look at that man speaking that language, that's your language. What we are speaking right now is a foreign language, The people brought the English from the West and then they give it to us. And Pablo talking to me, he's speaking English. Or Pablo talking to me, he's speaking English. Geisha does the same thing. So I think it's a beautiful thing. And again, a pat on the back for what you are doing. But when is the competition? When are you guys starting it, or has it started?
Yeah, we already started. So the final will be the 26th of July.
Okay. 20, you said 25th?
26th of July.
Oh, July 26th is the Independence Day of Liberia. Okay. So when you talk about you are showcasing our culture, right? I mean, the word is vague, it's kind of broad, right? It's not clear. So what part of our culture are you advertising to the world or to the country? What specifically are you performing?
Is it a dress code?
Chea'S with me, our county, like for the traditional aspect like that.
So when you say traditional aspect, what specifically is that? Like, what do you? You tie a lapas, you wear lapas suit, or you go plant something. What do you do?
The way you work on strangers, the way you fishing, the way you do different things in your country like that.
Okay. So to my children that are listening right now that don't know, our people, the way they greet people, right? How do we greet people per our culture?
You will greet people to your darling.
Okay, so speak your language to me and greet me in your language right now. What happened?
I can speak cool.
Yeah, but you have to know Ali. Hello, when you know the white people language and you can't speak your own language. Come on, Chea. You can say hello in crew. Is it Dewao? That's how they say Dewao in crew. All right. That's fine. If somebody else gets something to say, you can go ahead and we can let the young lady leave. Yeah. So
I think we got a whole lot of spare. I want to ask this final question before we take leave of her. How can somebody be the winner of the competition?
Choose selling of our tickets and voting.
Tickets?
Yeah, they gave us tickets to sell. We said all the tickets, gave up point for it and through the voting process.
How can somebody vote for you? For example, I am from Sinoe and you are performing yesterday. I want to vote for you. How do I do it?
Download the Tip Me app. If you download Tip Me, you open your account, only get money on your Tip Me account. Choose Tip Me, you can vote for me.
Then look for Sinoe County.
Yeah, go ahead, go ahead.
Then look for Sinoe County and look for Davidlyne Chea.
The last.
Now, how many points per vote?
4 points.
You said?
4 points.
Okay, 4 points per vote. How many times an individual can vote?
Well, there's no limit to that because to vote costs $1 USD. So
okay.
You can vote at
Okay.
So, Davidlyne, you also spoke of tickets. How many tickets do you have?
Well, they print out what tickets to give it to us.
Okay, because you
But
say your winning is based on the number of tickets you sell and then the people that vote for you, right?
yeah, the form, yeah.
Yeah, but you don't know the quantity of ticket right now that you have. You have estimate on mine or something?
Usually for our last program at Chea'S ended this on 24th, they give us 30 tickets or so.
Okay, okay. All right. So yeah, keep up posted. And Tribal and Patrick, you have something you can go ahead and say so we can let go get to the other issues on the show.
Yes. Let me remind our name of Davidlyne Chea on this very crucial topic. And I was a bit shocked when you asked her to at least say hi. In her vernacular, and she couldn't say anything. She need to start practicing before July 26th because it's important. It's important to do your performance. And if you cannot figure that out, at least learn how to say good morning, learn how to say thank you, learn a few things in a short period of time. You might be on stage performing, and it could be another way of getting the attention of the judges. Or when you appear on the stage, or at that, or at the wow, like you figure that out, it could boost your performance. So since July 26th, you got a couple of weeks. I think you can practice that. Ask Daddy he knows all of the vernacular in Sinoe, except the I'm not aware of. So let Daddy say some time with you and bring you through. You need to this you have Miss Culture. You need to do that. You need to learn a little bit of Daddy. I need to say hello, to say good morning, to say hi. It's very important. That's the part of it I just wanted to bring to our mind.
All right.
Yeah. Okay, ESOTERIC. Let me say congratulations to the little girl, Miss Chea, for her courage to participate in this process. Why I'm not impressed at all, why I'm very astonished to have known that she must represent the company, but cannot even introduce herself or say hi in the local vernaculars. I think it's very so I would encourage her to do more because, for example, this could be a day of national great for Sinoe if she were on the podium and the judges were asking her, for example, please greet the people in your dialect, and she could say, well, I can't speak my dialect, maybe. I mean, so she could do more. Our bishop to reach out to us. Many people have told the elders in the county, the traditional leaders there, the father, the Bible said, the culture.
All right, Davidlyne. If you have again, I wish you Godspeed. Which will make sure that keep Sagesha. Sagesha, you can be in contact with her, and any information you can relay the information. We'll have the commissioner here the minute they get money. So if that money.
Former commissioner, please.
I mean, that is sweet too. When we say president in America, and somebody can be former president, we just say President Clinton, right? Yeah. The next year, so the people can after him.
What? We always love to support. We always love to support.
Yeah, Christian, for some reason, I don't know if from my end, but your audio is kind of low. Is there a way you can kind of get the volume a little bit up?
Oh, really? My audio is low? Is it okay?
Yeah, now it's better. Yeah.
Okay. All right, good. So, like I said, I'm not a fan of giving support to anything that will help to move the name of Sinoe higher than forward. So, I want to issue the disclaimer, being former commissioner, but whatever support when that time comes, we'll get a little cover and see what we can contribute.
All right, Christian. So, Davidlyne, if you get parting comment for us, go ahead.
Well, I just want to thank you for giving me the opportunity to come out and talk more about my passion.
All right, we wish you well. Say hi to Daddy.
Thank you too.
All right, thank you.
Why you laughing, man?
No, I like your disclaimer.
Man, that's it. Try, yeah, pray so Joseph Bagan and come after him. So the man impersonating as the commissioner of Sinoe.
There will be queen my labor.
Yeah, but Tababo, I don't want to discuss what we got beyond. We talk beyond the same. But you said when we spoke, you said you're coming from work. What sort of work do you do now?
Oh, okay. I'm still with the Ministry of Labor. But in different capacity.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I was really recalled from Sinoe as commissioner, but I'm here at the central office as a hearing officer, a labor hearing officer. Yeah.
Nice. Okay. All right, guys. Let now our young lady has left. Let's do a shout out to this young lady. It's our she's a co-panelist on the show. Sarah had a baby today. Is that today's Sigesha or yesterday?
Today.
She had she gave birth to a bouncing baby girl today. And so as CEO and host of Voice of Sinoe, we want to say congratulations to our co-host Sarah, a wonderful lady. I've been working with her for a little bit now, and she one thing she been beating Sigesha on is punctuality. You know, she always on time. Yeah, Sigesha will come and sweating. I don't know what you can come out doing. Yeah, Sarah always get better video quality. Right now, I'm impressed. Sigesha get better video this time around. Yeah, but I've been working with Sigesha and Sarah, and I like the young people. I like their energy. I'm very proud of them. You know, so I look at our leaders in the county. I look at the whole, like in the Capitol building, for example, we have no lady there. You know, so everywhere the men are dominating. And when I see our young girls, our lady, they're coming forth, I tend to give them a support. Bible, then they don't want to get a chance to run. They won't get all the position, and you know. Yeah, but I kind of like Sarah, you know. So Sarah, I want to say congratulations to you on the new baby. I don't know the baby's name, but you know, beautiful. I seen the picture there. So if you want to do, let's start Sigesha. Let's do a shout out to Sarah.
So I'd like to say congratulations, Sarah Winnie Ellis. We normally refer to her as the female general. I mean, she's one of the young person or the young ladies in Sinoe County who is involved into positive things. All right. So you see her competing with men. I mean, on a positive note. Again, I mean, she has given birth to a girl. Would like to say congratulations, Sarah, for adding the female. Thank you for adding the female. Yes. So thank you.
So Sigesha, knowing her, is it her first child or second or fourth, fifth?
Second. She has a boy child. Very skillful footballer. Very good football player.
Nice.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, look, Patrick, let's do a shout out to Sarah, please.
Okay, so I mean, this came as a breaking news for me. Actually, Sarah and I have been in constant communication. We've been talking. We chatted a few days ago, in fact. I didn't know a child, but I'm happy. Like she had a successful birth, and congratulations, Sarah. Now Thomas has found how to stay up. And I hope you can grow them and get them all the training and the best to make a good. Congratulations, right.
All right, Mr. Pablo, it's your turn.
Dag, I'm not cutting you, but Patrick, even my big brother Saya Pola did not know that.
No, I didn't know that you were pregnant. No.
He did not know. Go ahead, Bravo.
Okay, thank you, Dag, for bringing this up. I would have thought that this time pregnancy can just grow that fast because the last time I saw Sarah here about 3 or 4 months ago, and I didn't really see that pregnancy again. It means that not everybody pregnancy can be that big on them, and so I would let us say thank God for safe delivery. And we welcome the new baby to Sinoe County. We get a baby for the last 2029 baby at the vote. And so congratulations, Sarah. Congratulations, and let God guide you and your beautiful baby, as well as your baby boy, who has been referred to as a skillful football player by Sagashos.
Okay, all right. Patrick, it's your turn. Oh, Patrick done, right? Oh, yeah, my fault. All right, guys. All right. Let's go to something else that we want to talk about today on the show. Let me kind of depopulate before I repeat or anything. So to warm up first, I want us to start with this right here. The wahala of rescue buses are calling from Ghana. I don't know whether you guys following the buses that came from Ghana, 2 buses, I think. So I just want us to opine on that. So let's start with Tobabo.
Thank you. Myself, I've been following the issue of the buses on the social media. The first time I heard about it was they were en route from Ghana, and there was 2 of the 300 buses that were coming to Liberia, but according to them, the 2 buses that have arrived is on trial, and if they are road waiting in Liberia, 300 will come, or 298 will come, and you get named the rest. But my own thought on the whole buses issue is that firstly, I would be glad, I would be happy, I would appreciate a government that will want to ease the transportation sector of our country, because for quite a long time I stopped seeing NTA buses flying in the streets of Monrovia. And until a couple of months ago, I saw, I think, 1 or 2 buses bearing NTA in the street before the arrival of the buses. And so let me say kudos to the government. Let me say congratulations for even having that mind. Now coming forward to a few things confusing me about these buses. One has to do with bringing 2 buses for trial. When they keep saying trial, then I get confused because I don't know what do they mean. The last time I can remember when the government of India donated buses to Liberia during Manasali regime, the buses just came in enormous. And when they were registered, they were processed, everything that needed to be done about them were done, and we started seeing them in the street, and people started riding them. But when they say they bring in buses for trial, I don't know. Is it that they were packed somewhere before? Is it that they were rehabilitated? Is it that renovated? Or is it that only Ghana these buses are allowed to fly? What's the difference between Ghana and Liberia for which they want to try them here, whether it will work? So I think the Ministry of Transport or the National Transit Authority need to provide some information to the Liberian people. And another thing, who is giving these buses? Is it the government of Ghana? Is it that the Liberian government will be buying these buses to ease the transportation in our country? Are these buses being donated? And we need to understand those are some of the few questions I've been having about the bus issue. Why is it true? I saw something on the social media where I heard that some in Ghana, Ghanaians are questioning the government that these buses belong to the government of Ghana, and because they were packed, because they were not road weighted, because they were difficult to be managed and maintained, and so they were packed for some X number of time, and they only see them being rebranded and into Liberia. And so I was like, wow, what is happening? Is it truly buses? Is it the Ghana government that is donating it to us? What's the state of the buses? Are they new brand? Are they brand new buses? Are they used buses? We need the kind of information, because at the end of the day, it's taxpayers' money that could be going there. Because no one has told us whether the buses were donated, if they are donated by which government, so that we can start, extending our appreciation to the government or to whatever humanitarian organization that is donating the buses to our country. So basically, those are a few questions that still keep running through my mind about this buses. How were they acquired hasn't yet been explained to us, Liberian people. And what the condition of the buses, how long can the buses serve us, hasn't been told. All we see is people flying with them people that 300 buses are coming. While we are where they are coming from Ghana, we doing the ceremony, or what are the launching ceremony, whatever they give it at the executive management ground. I saw it that buses coming from Brazil. So I don't know whether it's the Brazilian government that donating it through Ghana or whether they send it to Ghana for it before they come to Liberia. So these are some of the the confusing part about the buses. But generally, I would be glad, like I said, for new buses to come to Liberia because all of the NTA buses we have lost from the street, whether they are damaged, what happened to them, we don't know. And so if we hear 300 buses coming to Liberia, we are all happy. But we just pray that those buses that will come will be brand new buses that will take about 6 months or a year or 2 or 3 before we start thinking about spending taxpayer money to repair them. That's my only prayer. And I hope that these buses are not the pack buses that were in Ghana and they just get few spare parts, put it on there and spray it and bring it to Liberia. And then after 6 months, after clapping and celebrating, no more buses in the street again. We don't want to go back to where we come from because our president has promised all that there'll be no business as usual. So that's our only hope and prayer on that. But we are happy that our NTA, our transit sector, we have new buses to run in the streets of Monrovia and all of Liberia. Thank you.
All right, thank you. But what you do, I think you reference some Ghana stuff. So let me see what I can share this video with us before the next person comes in. Let's see here. Let's see.
Following these buses, Ayalolo buses, today some were branded at Achimota, and they call Liberia. These are the Ayalolo buses. We want to ask. You can see the number there, GS 15516, and at Achimota, immigration officers they were following these buses with a truck, and that's a pickup truck, and Achimota, they have come to Achimota. Rebrand the buses in These are Ayalolo buses. We know where they are heading. We have people on their tail. But we want to ask the Ghana government, why are they rebranding these buses and taking them to Liberia? What is happening in Liberia? That our buses are, they are being rebranded. Nana Komia STC, are these your buses? Now, you can see what they were doing. They have put National Transit Authority. I don't know if there's an NTA in Ghana, but these are buses registered in Ghana. Our Ghana numbers 2016 and the register buses way day to day at Chimota, they were all rebranded and they are on their way to Liberia. So we are just asking a question. The next time we come here, we are going to come here with a big expose to let Ghanaians know where these buses ended up. So we want Ghanaians to know. So we took some videos of what is happening. Buses in here. You can also see a pickup truck na edi omunimukono. The pickup truck the license number na was a GT 6824. Immigration officers na omude bus ni nimde buy ni GT Ghana GT 682416. Sa pickup truck way and edi buses way nim. And rebranded Ayalolo buses. And where are they taking them to? Most Ayalolo buses, and you don't want to use it in Ghana. What they call Liberia, did you sell it? Because they still have a Ghana number plate on them registered in Ghana. It belongs to the Ghana government. Yebusa MPP for Sarah buses. Where are you taking it to? Let me show you videos of what we actually captured today. Timer, Amobefa bus no Ediakono. Do we have videos here? All right, I think we have something.
All right, guys, I just showed that video so that because Trouble mentioned the Ghanaians and stuff like that. So I just thought we could just play that video to see what's going on. Patrick, what do you make of this issue of the buses in the country? And you are hearing Ghanaians saying Ayalolo buses. I don't know why Ayalolo is, but what is your opinion?
Well, I think the government's intention to improve on the transport system in the country by providing more buses, I think it's laudable, commendable, and I welcome the idea. It just sometimes the controversy that's around, certain things that government to do, becomes concerning. So, for example, I follow a foreign ministry coverage in which the international coverage in which the bosses were being displayed as a sample. In fact, they call according to the guy, the bosses came as sample. And my own investigation or inquiry has revealed that those bosses some times ago, I mean, came on Portugal or Brazil, one of the countries, on a business venture or maybe, yeah. But then it seems that the deal is not working in Ghana. All right, the deal is not working in Ghana. The bosses have been there back since 2016. In fact, I learned since 2016 the deal has not been going through. All right, so the bosses there have been parked in Ghana. Now, the initiators of the whole deal, of Portugal, as his information said, is exploring opportunities in Liberia. It's exploring a possible deal in Liberia as well. Since it didn't work in Ghana, perhaps it could work here in Liberia. So, as a way of getting started, they brought two bosses at what they call sample, to show to the government, to show to the people that we can run a business here, we can go into a deal. So the 300 bosses that have been announced perhaps will be given to MTA. I'm not too sure on the level of donation or on a business level. Perhaps MTA will be paying for them small. But to conclude on this issue, on my point, I think the government needs to improve on its public relations angle. Too many information that a segment can come out will turn out to be very controversial. We saw the announcement with the machines. The machines, I'm told they are here. Some are saying no, they are not here. We have heard the announcement of 300 bosses again, and the bosses have not even come, or the deal has not even been struck yet. So I think the government needs to be very careful how it shares information with a segment or how it breaks news. Not go back to the early days. Action before news. I mean, everything happened before the news come out. So that's what I want to say.
All right. Well said, Patrick. But I think I want to piggyback on what Pablo said earlier. You see, Liberia is a country by itself, and if you want to go for something, if you want to bring machines in the country, I want to go again, follow on what the Christian said. What constitutes experimental bosses, for example? What is that? Experimenting. I try to understand what that is, right? And when you bring a machine in the country or machines in the country, and other countries' media outlet, they are complaining about it, then it looks as if you are cutting corners. You are not going directly to secure these machines from a reputable seller, right? Or somebody. I mean, I don't know what the deal is, but to bring vehicles in the country and the media of another country, they are saying these machines that belong to a certain group of people. The government has to explain to the people in the country what the deal is. You advertise first that you are bringing 185 machines in the country. That is 285, right? Yeah, 285 earth moving equipment to the country, and that was a whole back and forth on that. Up to now, one machine has not come in the country. As a matter of fact, I saw a video yesterday, and as a matter of fact, I read an article first on Front Page Africa about some machines at the port of Monrovia, and they don't know who the machines are for. The government is not saying anything about it. Then later on, I saw a video on Facebook where the machines were being transported, and later on they say, I think for a company in Liberia, some company, maybe I think BM Mountain or one of the companies that the machines, So the issue of the rescue mission government, a lot of I can say unfairness, dishonesty, a lot of secrecy surrounding the government. They are not coming clean to the Liberian people. And again, like Tribal said, if you say there is no business as usual, And at every point along the way, you are doing business as usual. Then I don't know what I mean. The word business as usual or the phrase business as usual, it means different thing to the rescue mission. You know, so the government of Joseph Boakai, you have the likes of Delon and those people that are backing this government right now. They were on the internet. They were all over the country vilifying, disparaging, and talking about how inept George Weah was. You know, only to come out right now to even get government official appointed. They will nominate the other person, they will withdraw the nomination. I mean, you have the man, you say he is well versed, he is well experienced, but he cannot even get nomination correct. He cannot get people in up to now, but he's still nominating and appointing people and retracting them. But I mean, it's just like, what is going on under this man who is, I mean, seems to be experienced man, seems to be who understands government, who loves the Liberian people, but then we are not seeing things happening correctly. He told us first, or after 100 days, we'll have no car will get stuck in the mud. I don't know, those of you that are in Sinoe or those of you that are in Liberia, what our cars are not getting stuck in the mud right now. It's rainy season. Travel, the roads in Monrovia, they're all good to plow. You guys are getting around the country easily. No car is getting stuck.
That I have been in Monrovia since May. And truth be told, when I was coming from Sinoe, the road was not as paved as the quota is, but it was much better, especially from between Riverside and Grand Bassel. Between Riverside and Grand Bassel, somewhere called RTI, between RTI, it was paved, not by quota, but it was pliable. It's the only area we had challenge was between RTI and the Info-Town Bill in Sinoe County. But when I last asked, I was told that they have few machines that are trying to make some intervention, because during the rainy season nobody can face road. So they're trying to make intervention to those major spots, laying covers so that at least people will have access. I can talk beyond Sinoe. I don't know the condition between Sinoe and Grand Crew. I don't know the condition between Grand Crew and Maryland and River G, but from Monrovia to Sinoe, to some extent, up till now, it's pliable. It's pliable. I think we must commend the rescue government for that in justice. But we hope that they continue maintaining it up until the end of the rainy season, because that has been the major problem we have had. Every government will always make intervention on the road, but when the heavy downpour of rain, heavy trucks start applying the road before you end up July, August to September, it becomes very deployable to fly. But for now, I think the road is still good to Sinoe.
Okay, all right. That's something nice to hear, But I personally think if you ask me, a country that is almost 177 years should not be facing road at this point. I mean, you can fix it, but it has to be up to standard, right? You have to be we have to have highways paved to roll all over that country right now. We shouldn't be having machines somewhere to fit. Yeah, go ahead.
We agree with that, but we cannot allude that to just a simple rescue government. If we have to talk about the roads in our country being very conditioned to expand specific areas, that's a situation that should have been done way back. I think one of the presidents we even had who have the time in the world that would have done that would not be a stubborn, because he spent 27 years as president. 27 years as president. So in terms of road, if you attack a road, I believe by now the entire country will have been connected. Also President Selim had a good number of years, 12 years. I think 12 years. 12 years is not as sufficient, but to complete Liberia. But in 12 years, I think she did the Canal Road, the Baga Road, and that was off. But with all of the monies that we hurricane to the country, 16 billion, 30 billion, when Omni was here, UN was here, all of the years she had, if all these money was really put into infrastructure, the past government of President Weah and the current government of Rescue will have a little to think about in terms of road. But I think President Weah and his agenda was roll, and he was able to achieve a few kilometers of road. Pray that the Rescue can continue with the President where the president stopped, and we pray to see in the 6th year, we want to see another county connected, or we want to see a lot of feeder roads because they are beginning 285 machines. That's a very good number of machinery that will help to boost and the social process. So for all, we pray for the better for Liberia, no matter who the president, no matter which government is there, we always pray for the best for our country, irrespective of our diverse background in politics. We pray for the best of our country, and we hope that
Christian Martin we've been praying for the best since 1847, and we can't get the best. And one thing I also noticed is we tend to apologize. We tend to apologize for the present government. You know, like right now, the reason you're giving, at least if you ask me, for which you provided the history that you just provided is to apologize for the current government, to say, you know what, the current government is not to blame. But the guys they came. Now, in other words, you are saying they should not take the full responsibility.
What I'm saying is that if we have to be judging the current government on the basis of rule, let's give them the first 2 or 3 years. They have just gone 6 months. So at least if you give them the first 2 to 3 years in power, and nothing has been done in terms of paving roads or in the country, then you can start. Because even you yourself, the minister of public works, says, well, you can't start building road anywhere because you first got to set the stage. You gotta do negotiation. You gotta look for funding. You gotta establish.
Bravo, I follow you. But before I gave you 6 months, right, or I gave you 2 years, you told me first after my 100 days in office, no car will get stuck in the mud. And as far as the concerned, cars are getting stuck in the mud in Liberia. You know, so why should I give you an extension if the first promise you give me, you are not fulfilling it? But let it not answer. Let Patrick. What is your take?
Yeah, so you know, esoteric and my friend Tababo, if there were no rainy season in Liberia, the people of Liberia will have no need or will have no complaint about roads in this country. Honestly, yeah, the roads are pliable, the roads are good to the dry season. Keke can go to Sinoe, Keke can go to Green or to Zwaju, Keke can go to Lofa, you can go anywhere from Monrovia. If there were no rainy season, there would be no problem with the issue of roads. And the second thing is that, in my view, no president has the solution to Liberia's road problems. Okay, looking at the rainy season. So when the president said after 100 days there will be no cars stuck in the mud, I mean, I think we were already following the dry season, so that was possible. But what happens now after the dry season? So I mean, perhaps that was an impressive statement to tell the people that yes, a solution has come to Liberia, but in real life sense, I mean, the issue of Liberia's road, you know, is still a dream for us, and the president is yet to find an answer to that problem. Yeah.
Yeah, Patrick, before you come in, let me kind of push back on what Patrick said. Patrick, again, I have huge expectation of my country, and again, what I've always hear from at least a lot of the people I talk to is we apologize for Liberia. We take Liberia as though it is a baby, you know. So I heard, for example, Patrick said, and they're doing right now. The reason the roads are not pliable because it's rainy season. I mean, come on, this is a country. So whether rainy season or not, the roads should be pliable. The commerce, the commercial activity, the travel activities, the people got to do what they got to do. In America, we don't say to some rainy season or winter time, people they stop. No, the roads can be bad here in winter time, yes, but it doesn't stop anything. Rain is inevitable. So the fact that the country will shut down during rainy season, that's a fundamental problem right there. You have a problem. The leader, and Patrick also said, no president has solution to Liberia road problem. Okay, then why do we elect you? If he cannot give a solution to the infrastructure of the country, yeah, probably come in.
I think on Mr. President made that pronouncement. I think he was not being real to the Liberian people because he was very calculated. I think he was trying to be smart. Because you making a pronouncement.
I need to call you all. I mean, you say you are not being real to Liberia. say the man lied to us. You know, you guys let him do diplomatic speech, but go ahead.
Okay, so that's a choice of word, but I would say he was not being real to the Liberian people because, like Patrick said, obviously, from comments throughout the draft season, we don't have barrel. Even if you have potholes there, it will not stop you from going. So if you made a pronouncement in January, say in my first 100 days, no car will get stuck anymore. You are simply telling us that during the draft season, no car will get stuck anymore in Liberia. You know, because the 100-day ends as of May. Now we are in June. We just entered, you know, we are now in the rainy season. So if you want to hold the president by his statement, he will tell you that during the 100 days I told you, there was no part of Liberia that car got stuck. You get what I'm saying? Now, if you said no president ever had, you know, have the solution to Liberia road problem, because they are not thought of the solution. None of them are thought of the solution. There is no way. Why you think doing the releases of dry season from here to Boakai, you can't get stuck anymore. You can't get stuck to Ganta. You can't get stuck anymore right now from here to Paniquid because they got paved roads. Even from here to Tottenborough, you can't get stuck doing the releases because they got paved roads. The only place you get stuck doing the releases is from Banga to Foya local county to Pulau local county. It's from Buchanan to Sesto, Riverside County, to Greenville, Sinoe County, to Barclayville, to Facestown, and to Harper, to Zwedru, because no payroll. So if any of them can come with that commitment, even in my sales here, if I cannot achieve anything, but let me connect Liberia. And that, you know, one of the problems with our Liberian presidents, our Liberian leaders, a lot of them come to power, they don't think of legacy, they think of continuity. They don't think of legacy. What do I mean? There are a lot of bullshit, there are a lot of actions you can take in justice here and get your agenda achieved. But people who are in charge of certain responsibility will be reneging on the responsibility. They will be delaying it. Even force internal responsibility will be misappropriated, and presidents or Liberian president will refuse to take action on ground that they may is a popular president from Nima. If I dismiss him, without vote for me for my second term, they may is a popular president from Lofa. If I dismiss, what it is true, you know, these are the people that keep your government hostage. So if a president comes from legacy to say whether I get second term or not, I will do the right thing. Whoever that is causing problems to my government, I go to cut it off. I go to get out of the way and put another person that will do it fit, so that in the space here we can achieve our agenda. Until we can have that president, Liberia will not go forward. Everybody protect the second term. A lot of things happen under your eyes. You don't talk about them because you think you want second term. So if anybody ever had that position in a position now to do better for this country, President Boakai, because I'm not God. But with the age of President Boakai, I don't think he should be dreaming about second term. I don't think he should be dreaming about second term. And so he needs to make a decision that will benefit Liberia in the interest of Liberia. People who are supposed to be doing X, if they're not doing it, you cut them off. You bring people who will see your dream of developing Liberia. But if you keep shooting and protecting people, we'll get nowhere. And that's been happening to our Liberian government. One man will take 2 million, 3 million, 4 million and put it in your pocket, and they will say the auditors going, we don't know how it ends, we don't hear the report. Even if the report hold it, there will be no action taken because we are protecting second term. So,
all right, let's bring Patrick. But I mean, when you say Joseph Boakai should not go for second term, then Joe Biden in America, 81-year-old man, should not be going for second term. But Patrick, go ahead. What's your take?
Yeah, so second term is not ruled out. Second term is not ruled out for President Boakai. Christian, you are a good follower of history, a good student of history. When President Kennedy took office in 2006, she on the national party announced a single term. She said she was going for a single term. That was a pronouncement. But by the end of 2009, 2010, before entering 2010, I mean, she somersaulted and announced a second term with what she called retroactive reimbursement of civil servants, costs, and everything else, that by calling people turning back to her. So second term for me, for President Boakai, is not ruled out. This is politics. This is Liberia. Everything here and anything here is possible. So what the president said about I'm only going for 6 years, and 6 years can do anything in this country. I mean, second term for the president is not ruled out. Yeah. Any intention or pronouncement to go for second term would not be ruled out. It should be expected in the future. That's what I want to say.
All right. So again, I just don't want to go back, but Bible seems to be an apologies of the government. Maybe he just wants to be balanced, which is okay. They were on the watch of Tobacco then before on the pro government, and the road could not be built, So right now he's hoping on his opposition to build the roads, So I will give the benefit of the doubt.
I'm just being objective because what I didn't do in 6 years, I expect another person to do it in 6 months. That's my
But
point.
the people told you that the reason you did not do it because you are inept. They are the qualified and the knowledgeable and the experienced people. So why compare yourself to those people?
I think they are high anxiety, so I will give them 2 years for me and see what they can do.
Okay, cool, guys. Cool. Let's get to the next thing here that I want to talk about. I think it was a good discussion on the issue of the boss investigation. Welcome back.
Thank you.
Yeah. All right. Another thing I want to talk about is I don't know why you guys follow this story, the net worth of the president and the vice president. There was an article on Front Page Africa that I read. I think it's on Lalo News platform as well if you read them. And they talk about because the president, the vice president, they declare their assets, right? And the president, as of now, based on his asset declared, he is worth 1.17 million. 1.17 million. Whereas the vice, I'm sorry?
Which currency? Liberian dollars or US dollars?
Yeah, Liberian dollars. I don't think yeah. 1.17 million for Joseph Boakai. And for Jeremiah Koung, he's worth right now over 7 million. Over 7 million, according to the article that I read. And I just want to brainstorm on it. These numbers, are they realistic, or they are were they the guy the reporter or the over reporter, or whatever the case is? I just want for us to think about it. Are the leaders getting rich, or the people that are vying for office when they are outside of the pool, when they come to government, they get rich? If so, where are they getting the money from? And we do not have roads, and we were just talking about roads business right now after 177 years. We are talking about road, but the leaders are getting richer and richer. Where's the money coming from when they get in government? But then we don't have schools. We don't have library for our children to read. The health system in the country is a mess. So let's talk about that a little bit. Let's start with Patrick.
So, Madison, we can take the figures. We can take the figures as facts provided by the originators, or those who are behind those figures. In this country, we don't have a system to verify. In fact, before those publications could have been made, I mean, by standard, it should have been verified.
Patrick, can you adjust the camera a little bit so your face can be on camera? You're a little bit off. You gotta come in the middle and lower your camera so your hair can be on. There you go. It's better now. Yeah.
Okay. So yes. In a standardized system, the figures are being verified first of all. At the full houses, all right, go there and verify the full houses, where they are, where are they located. I got go and verify where is it located. I got this amount of money in my account. Verify with bank statements. Okay, what is there? I got cash on hand. Verify. So there is no system that verifies, these figures or all the information being provided by the publishers of assets. No verification, no authentication, and no second information to back them up. Yes, this anti-graft institution verify all the information and comes out to say yes, everything said in this information is true, nothing but true. Because declaration is law. And even as far as publication, you are telling the world, it's almost like you fill in a form and then you say, Patrick Bolu, solemnly swear that everything I say on this phone is true, nothing but the truth. So, but that, we don't have that. We don't have that. So the only thing I can say is that the president has $17 million as explained in his assets, or select his asset declaration and publication. I want to take it as that until otherwise proven on the contrary. For the vice president, his figures are also not verifiable or not data yet because one, he's been senator, a businessman, he's been into other dealings, or activities that raise more money for him than the president. So whether the president whether the money came from for the 2 years service in government, or money came from his 12 years of vice president, or it came from his 6 years as former vice president, or what, or maybe some business doing somewhere, or some year property estate he has somewhere, whatever. I don't know yet. I don't know. I'm still investigating.
What's the take?
Okay, thank you, Dad. You know that in Africa, especially a third world country, the Liberia, it is difficult to really, declare or verify information that has to do with assets of people. Like for example, we run a cash-based economy, in Liberia. And 90%, 85 to 90% of our transaction in Liberia is a cash base. Unlike in a country where you are, where almost all of the transactions are electronic, and people do wiring, and you deal with Visa card, you deal with, and this other card, you deal with the other cards, banking transactions here and there. If you went to the supermarket now to buy a burger, you don't necessarily have to give cash. You just give a credit card. And on the punch in, you walk away. So the federal government or the state government has every information it needs on its citizens because the country is electronic. They have if that's how you put an open new account today with any bank in America, the American government will be aware. Unlike in Liberia, where even Tababo who is not earning, even $5,000 was just working one garage and purchase a vehicle that worth $27,000 to get all the paperwork done and work out, and nobody monitors him, and nobody want to know how he gets the money. If you start spending money you're earning in America, the next thing you will see an FBI agent assigned to you or an intelligence officer assigned to you to start monitoring you, to start investigating you secretly, probably unknown to yourself, until they can lay their hand on the evidence that they need to track you down. But it's not a down in our country. When the president was at the UN General Assembly, he made it clear when you're in America that upon his country, he will have declared his asset and he will make all the government officials accountable to asset declaration. When did he declare asset? So every asset he declared now is a lie. I don't believe it. Because he told us, he promised us that upon my return to the country, I will be the first person to declare my asset and I hold all other government officials accountable to asset declaration. It took over 6 months to declare your asset. As we speak, there are government officials who are still in the government who have not declared their assets. But he said he was going to be a priority. So, the President Boakai gave Liberian people sweet talk to come to power. And I think he's still living with that sweet talk. Everything he declared that because the pressure from the media, pressure from the Liberian people, so he just had to declare something. How will you tell us that after 42 years in government, you got 1.7 million Liberian dollars? 1.7 million Liberian dollars as your asset. So who are maybe even a little child who are there when you tell them that thing, and they will not want to believe that. So the manner and form in which the president declared asset, it would make me to think that he undeclared, even the VP Koung undeclared, because you can't tell me you have 1.7 million Liberian dollars and you're living 2.5 million US dollar life. And you know what I'm saying? So all of the asset declaration, they were just intended to tell the Liberian we said we're going to declare our asset. We already declare our asset, but it's not something for me that I can take to be for real. But again, this is Liberia. Everybody can just give any information and we live by it.
Yeah, yes, my take. I kind of in line with you. Patrick believes in verifying, even though he does not have that system in Liberia to verify stuff. Yeah, but I think to say that you have been in government for over 42 years, as a matter of fact, during the campaign, President Boakai at one point he said he was surviving on loan, if not loans, right?
Yeah.
So I would say that you feel 6 months in office. How long you been in office now? 6 months?
Yes, 6 months.
Yeah, 6 months in office, and now you worth 1.17 million. Even though he did not tell us the loan amount or the loans that he was surviving on, what was the amount? He didn't tell us. Has he paid the loan? And now he has $1.17 million net worth. If Joseph Boakai can get 1.17 million in 6 months, I imagine how much you'll be worth in 6 years. That's something that's alarming, right? But besides that, with Jeremiah Koung, I was watching this interview on YouTube, and they were asking about his history, his life history, you know, where he came from and what he was doing before coming to government. And the man said he was selling fish on the street of Buchanan. Yeah, fish seller on the street of Buchanan, how he was surviving. And the guy's worth set of 7 million now, more than even Joseph Boakai, who was been in government for over 40 years. So it begs the question, where is he getting the money from? Is he working different government that Joseph Boakai has been working all these years? Is it different? Or Joseph Boakai is not honest and he is honest, and that's why he's telling us how much he worth? How long Koung been in government now? Less than what, 20 years?
I think, yeah, Koung got his government, I think, 5. Was it 2011?
2011 to present.
2011, he became representative of the Koung.
Okay.
Yeah,
So 2011 now, the man, even if I look at the man is wearing all these brand name, you know, like Gucci and Versace and like Louis Vuitton. Okay. At one point, I even posted the man because it's coming rescue the people and wearing all these expensive things. When you finish taking care of your wardrobe before you even come to us, and you can rescue us. So, Pablo and Patrick, the liberation of Liberia is not Joseph Boakai, it's not Jeremiah Koung, because these people are already telling you that they are not for you. So the liberation of Liberia is you, me, or maybe our children, you know. And even Pablo or me or Patrick, until you prove me otherwise, I don't even have confidence in our generation. And the reason is I'm seeing some of the young people in our generation, they are giving power, and I see what they do. Say, for example, the young man who is the representative for our county, district number 3, Sinoe County right now, Sonny Boy Noah. He was at the port of Greenville, and to even roof the buildings at the port, he couldn't do it. But he got all the mansions for himself. Right now, he is over in the county and dividing money. Even though they say there is no money in government, government struggling, but they are dividing money among the people. So I see that when the guys go to government, it's not to rescue the people. They go there to gather the cash, put the money in their account, and they use a little bit to run campaign, because that pre-campaign, you see in the case of Tony Boy right now, that pre-campaign he's doing. The man gave you a little thing, and he said $5 million or $5 million Liberian dollars. I think he's sharing among the people. Okay. So he is buying the people vote already. So I don't see that as a systemic way of freeing the people from poverty. I don't see it as a way of getting quality education in the country, or institutional learning in the country. I don't see it as providing healthcare to the people. It just hand out, doing the same thing. The same thing we decry the people before us, right? They are not improving the condition, but when we come there, we do the same old thing. And that's the same thing I'm saying with Joseph Boakai. So when I hear Joseph Boakai talking about, say, for example, putting machines somewhere to rehabilitate the player, I say, when I was a little boy in the village, Bible, that's why I heard that thing before. You know, that's what during the 80s. Those were the ideas of the 80s. They got to face somewhere so that the car can pass. We are in 2024, almost 2025. And Joseph Boakai is repeating that same thing. And somebody is saying that man is a rescue man. And that's why I was disappointed in Mountain Calling. When Mountain starts selling Joseph Boakai. I was like, Mountain, this man is 80 years old. And you are in your 30s and you expect 80-year-old man to come and rescue you? No. So then they are not been following the history of liberation fighters across the world. People that rescue, they are not old people. Jesus, who came to save Bible and Patrick, he wasn't an old man. The man was in your 30s, right? Yes. Muhammad.
You are telling you are not Christian. You don't relate.
But Muhammad wasn't an old man. That man was a young man, and you were loving to a woman that was 40 in the 40. But you were 20-some years, and you had to survive. And these are, when you look at it from the religious context, these guys they are leaders. If you look at Kennedy in the US, Kennedy wasn't, he was an 80 years old man. Nkrumah and those guys, Thomas Sankara, Julius Nyerere, those guys were not old people. They were young people. Even the guy Mugabe, he was a young man when they were fighting for their people in Zimbabwe. You know, we were then Rhodesia, right? So I want us to see ourselves as the leaders, as the liberator of our people, you know. But when we look out to the old guys that have been there and they're doing the same thing over and over. Right now, Joseph Boakai is not there to rescue you. He's there to amass wealth so his children can suffer, so his family can suffer. That's what he's doing right now. And that's why when you look at the government, the constitution is clear on nepotism, but the guys don't care. They appoint their family members, they appoint their friends, cronyism and nepotism. The constitution frowns on that, but they don't care. Ellen did it, so the other guys should come and do the same thing. Or Joe did it and the other people come, they should do the same thing. But the constitution doesn't say that. So until we have a renewal of our thinking and we start apologizing for the government, you know, like my man probably was doing earlier, you know, Boakai you can't put the blame on Boakai. If you say Joe wasn't doing the right thing, right? Well, I come in. You're coming. Hold on a second. You will not lose your thought. You will not lose your thought. If he says Judge Weah was not doing the right thing and will give you the authority, guess what? I'm looking up to you. I'm not looking at the past again, because you said the people before you, they are incapable. They don't have the experience. They don't have the knowledge, and you have that knowledge. So when you get there, I'm not looking at the past. I'm looking at you. You got to provide solutions. If you're the doctor now in the surgical room, you have to save the patient without looking at the doctor that was in the surgical room before, who did not do it. It's you that are in charge, you know. But I will just stop there and give you so you can give you a take on that.
Thank you. So I'm not going to go back to that. You know, the party 6 months, 2 years, and I've given my thought on it. I just thought to bring to speak to some of the issues you were talking about, and the leaders of our generation. And that one thing that I believe in is that when you are a leader heading an entity, or when you are a leader leading a particular group of people, after you shall have left, the person who replaces you must also be able to succeed. But if you work somewhere, if you head an organization, head an entity, and upon your departure, the next person that coming cannot succeed, and maybe you say you did not succeed. And so what I say, you talk about the port, and you talk about the Bayville as a case study. The young man was there, and he was not able to room most of the buildings there. And not only just the buildings are waiting that. As we speak now, the port directors of Sinoe don't have office. They don't have office. The last time I checked, they were in the guest house in the port. The last time I checked, they were being rotated here and there. Because even the very office that no one was using, no more exists. You get what I'm saying?
Why?
No, I don't know. I'm just telling you why it's not put it there. I don't know why. But they are not because of these young people, have this kind of behavior. I mean, all of the young people go. There are a few young good people also in leadership. in Liberia. And for example, I would not use myself because I'm on your show. One young man who gave myself did not stop though, but I follow him and I think he was. In fact, you would know Anthony Grisby, people Master Grisby, and Master Grisby was the head of the small arms commission that is now arms commission. And I think since he left, the other chairman that were there, even the new chairman that are going there, and they will succeed because he did a lot of work there. He did a lot of good work at the arms commission. He did a lot of good work. He's a young man, from other young man. He did a lot of good work there. You get what I'm saying? So there are other young people that go somewhere with passion and with dedication, with an agenda to achieve it. And there are those who just go there for the money. And so once they get to the money, what happens there? Well, one of the people have a future, one of the people will not have a future. They don't care. All they want is the money. And our society is they couldn't forget. Today or that you will be in a position of providing leadership for your people. You'll be in a position of being there when they need you. You'll be in a position of doing a lot of services to them. But in just 90 days or in 10 days, if you cannot afford to consider what you are doing for them, you are not a good man anymore. So I will come to the picture in 3 days and start with it. You listen to when Professor Peter Lumumba of Kenya.
Yeah, he's frozen there.
Yeah, am I clear now?
Yeah.
Okay. According to him, during his campaign, he hosted 52 town hall meetings, telling a constituent what he would do, his agenda, when he gets elected. His opponent was still sitting in Nairobi, Kenya, in the capital, waiting for 30 days, let's say 40 days of election to go and dish out money. And 20 days of election, the opponent got in the constituency with suitcases full of money and started dishing out money to the constituents of a district without even hosting town hall meeting, giving them reasons why he wants to be a parliament member. But that comrade of him won him in the election because he was dishing out money. He was giving them an agenda, a clear picture of what he wants to do. He was left out of the way because he was not dishing out money. That's the kind of society we get. A society that is, that last conscience. A society that think for today and not remember tomorrow. A society, that make investigation and conclude, the decision on the basis of what they see, and not on the basis of what they know will happen. You cannot plant cassava and expect to harvest bread. He cannot plant and expect to harvest bread. Most of these people that will give state power to are people that we know already in the community. There are people that will already know their character. There are people who already know. I know at a later moment they could not do anything for us, but we believe that it will take them to a higher position of power. It is the time they will do for us.
Yeah, I agree with you. I agree, Pablo, for the most part. I mean, that's why if you're doing the election, I'd rather you than Sonny Boy Noah. But Patrick, you get anything? But before Patrick comes in, Pablo said something. Patrick, he brought in Maxwell.
Yeah.
I personally, I like Maxwell. Maxwell is lovable. I like the brother, right? He got good ideas and stuff. My problem with Maxwell at the time was his alignment. You can't be in bed. You can't be in bed with a man.
Before you proceed, don't get me wrong. Because myself politically, I did not support Maxwell. It is simple. I did not. Why is it true that I didn't vote in District 1? I did not camp. I don't know. I did not retire in District 1. I was focused in District 3, but I did not campaign for him because some people can be in a rural area, but in politics sometimes they have a lot of missteps. Maxwell is not a bad politician. He's not a bad man, but when he enters Sinoe, he enters Sinoe a lot of missteps. A lot of missteps he enters Sinoe, and I think after 2020 election, but now. he will start taking and start understanding some of the reasons why he did not win. It not winning doesn't mean that he's a bad person, or it didn't mean that he was not lovable by the people. It didn't mean that he was not knowledgeable. It didn't mean that he was not going to be a good representative or a better. But he did not understand the terrain into the terrain, and and I think that's what messing up. But he's very young. He still have a long way to go. Like people tell him I'm very self that I'm very young. I have a long way to go, and so. Moving forward, everything that we both experience in the video day differently, we can use those experiences as our stepping stone to continue to move forward. And
yeah, man. So yeah, well said. So with Maxwell again, it was his alignment at the time I had a problem with. Okay. Yeah.
So
go ahead.
So I mean, honestly, Max is a perfect example of generational leaders. Yeah. I like his smartness, his understanding of issues. Like everybody would say, do my interview with Max, the very day he attacked Duncan's credentials publicly on the radio. And the day he made those utterances was the day I believe that he was headed for a correction, and will defeat him in the elections of Spain. Yeah, because he would have made those statements because he wanted to satisfy his girlfriend. And like everybody said, his alignment is the only thing. His alignment, because you can be talking about liberation, for example, and you want to shield, you want to shield corruption, or maybe you want to glorify your bad leaders or people who are about chasing people out of the places for the truth, and we don't agree with people on every issue. No, you can't do that as a young man, especially if you have a good future. I think he's learning that yes, you don't need to win politics by fighting people. No, or investing by fighting people. And nothing that he did that was not good for him was, to radicalize young people, young professionals, radicalizing them.
What is your party?
Come back.
When you say he was radicalizing young people, what was he doing? What exactly was? What are you calling? What is it that you are calling radicalization?
Okay, so for example, look, when you disagree with Max on any issue, those kids that that he indoctrinated into radicalism will not even come in defense to break any. Everything they come out with will be insults. So that is the kind of next form of radicalism.
I don't think the culture of insult will be attributed to Maxwell though, because
I come to Pastor, maybe Pastor introduced the war and you forget it. I worked with Miles. The first time I worked with Miles was during the content meeting when he was on mobilization. He was.
I'm hearing you, but for some reason the way Patrick audio quality is yours is not that. Maybe you got Chinese phone and they may be using better phone. Maybe who knows?
My phone can even buy yours.
Go ahead, buddy. Go ahead.
As I was saying, there are a few things that that Miles did when he talked about being trying to radicalize things. I think he made a lot of big promises. Big promises. He talked about a big things. The first time I went with Miles, when you do a little thing, it's sufficient in the eyes of the people. You don't have to say more. The first thing he did that we appreciated that he printed Jersey, he printed Charles, he bought this. It was okay. That was what you could do. It was okay. The next thing I started the jury, I would get to Morovia, I would make sure I organized, dinner, you had dinner with the first lady, Claudia. You were talking to the players. Football players are difficult to forget issue. Went to Morovia, I would organize a dinner with the first lady, Claudia. I will make sure I pay passport for all of you. You will get your passport before you come out to the country. I will make sure US go the first go, you get $50, you will get. You start talking a lot of big things. And they accepted all allow when we came to Morovia. I was not again local country 2-0. because I was the coach here to gather, and every time we feel to come over, what going to be the quality that, what going to do that.
Bravo.
You went to a school, high school graduation. The how was tested students.
Bravo. What I want to do, right? Let's find time to kind of talk about leadership inside, but I don't want to.
So I will always say he did well at governance commission, and what he did there, I must give him the credit. Why they should the way he came to the politics of Sinoe, and it did not suit my admiration, but he did well to where he was there, to where he was.
What I can say for sure when he comes back, because the margin between him and Romeo, it was very slim. He will be Romeo, for sure when he comes back.
Maybe work on few things.
Yeah, he will be Romeo. Romeo is terrible for Sinoe, that I can say for sure. But let's talk about this. Let's talk about Senator Chea'S interview today. Is that today on OK-FM or yesterday?
Today, this morning.
Yeah, right. I want to talk about that interview before we go. So I'll just play a little bit of the video, not the full thing, so that we can listen a little bit to what he said, and then we can do an analysis of it, and then we'll call it a day. Let me see here. All right.
I tend to want to say Albert. Councillor Augustine Chea of Sinoe County is one of two senators of that county. He's here in our studio this morning. Senator Chea, I follow him a lot on Facebook, especially when he's doing these legal and political analysis about issues in the country. Sometimes I follow. Senator, good morning. It's good to see you. Thank you for the patience. I know we've been having some postponement here and there, but it's good to have you today.
Thank you for having me, Clarence.
Senator, how is it? How is everything? How's life?
So we say, like I said, so far, so good.
Okay. For me, this is my first interaction with you, and different shows will have different audiences. Sometimes people listen to people. I just want you I just wanted to say a little bit about you. Who is Councillor Augustine Chea of Sinoe?
Chea is a man of character, is Sanoan, born in Sinoe, a lawyer by profession, and now a senator.
If you're not on mute, please put yourself on mute, please. If you're not on mute.
Regularly a political person. When have you been a member of any political? In fact, when did you come into politics?
I'm happy to answer that question, Clarence. No, of course, I have not been a political person. Throughout my life, I've had the ambition to be a private person and to make my contribution to society through the private sector. So all my life I've been spent in the private sector, especially after graduation from college. I just got into politics for that matter. So I'm a novice, quote unquote, in politics.
What drove you?
Well, yes, our people, when the late Justice Namwe was leaving the Senate, that created a vacuum that needed to be filled by someone of Justice Namwe's character and competence. So people thought that I would be that person, especially being close to Justice Namwe and being aware of all of the issues in our county that needed to be taken care of, especially from where Justice Namwe left out. They thought that I would be that prophet replacement for Justice Namwe. And that's where we started from, with Justice Namwe coming to me with this discussion about his replacement, about taking what we did, and taking that discussion to our people, and that conversation went around the county, and our people embracing that idea of me fitting into the shoes of Justice Namwe. That's the history of it.
So that was your first time attempting, and you won.
Absolutely.
Wow.
Very first time. The overwhelming support of the people of Sinoe.
I mean, they trusted you a lot.
Absolutely. absolutely.
I mean, the first time, say for example, former Associate Justice, may so rest in peace now. The first time he engaged you, what did you see as a joke? I mean, what was your response?
No, because he and I had come a long way. Come a long way, meaning that we're in high school together. He was my senior in high school, and I knew that he was someone of principle, and he knew me too to be that kind of person. Being my senior in high school, and being somebody who, quote unquote, mentored me along the way, and also after high school, we didn't see each other for a while, and later on we met at the University of Liberia. Then he was in the junior class, and I was in my freshman class, and we started meeting and keeping conversations around a lot of issues. And later on, the very year you're leaving the law school, that's the year into the law school. So yes, we've come a long way, building trust over the years.
When to what extent did it reach to a point where you accepted to contest?
Well, so then the issue was then because I was not quote unquote this political person at the time, so there was this hesitation and apprehension about whether this is what I wanted to do, because all my life I've been in the private sector. I'm working and doing my own business and creating wealth for myself, and I thought that it was a good idea first and foremost. So the lesson I tried to do was to, I told him I needed some time to think about it, which I did discuss that with family members, with some close friends and associates, and who thought also that it was a good idea and that I would be the perfect person to replace Justin Ambe. And with that confidence and reports, I thought that yes, I should give it a try. And that's what I did.
That was a good trial then. I know. Now I know we'll talk Senate, we'll talk the politics, but I want to start from Sinoe, Senator Chea. And the last time I had Representative Thomas Romeo Quia, your brother here. There's this issue about nomination of local leaders versus their confirmation that is taking a long time. A lot of your citizens, some people are blaming you two senators, some people are blaming the caucus because according to them, when Romeo Quia says something, it is a representation of the caucus. What's the story? What's going on about these local leaders?
Well, let me firstly issue the disclaimer. The disclaimer that as a caucus, we have a chairperson. And it is the chairperson of the caucus who serves as a spokesperson for the caucus. So if I speak, I'm not speaking on behalf of the caucus, except I'm specifically authorized by the chair of the caucus to do so. So when Mr. Quia spoke on your platform, he did not speak for the caucus. He spoke in his individual capacity as a representative of Sinoe County. And of course, today I will not speak for the caucus. Whatever view I will express here will be my own opinion. Let me issue that disclaimer first.
Yeah, go ahead. Yeah. So what is the issue with that Sinoe thing?
And so thank you for that question. I think that's a burning issue so far now with especially with the nominees. Let me just come to the history of it. The whole issue of nominations into local government and how it is done, especially the way it's done now, started with Manan Sirleaf. Manan Sirleaf was this president who wanted not to be an imperial president, who wanted to involve everybody in governance, especially those people who were in government, especially representatives, senators. When it came to who should lead the local governments of our country. And so whenever, President Sirleaf decided to make appointments to local governments, various local governments in our country, from the superintendent down, we'll consult with the caucuses, and even ask the caucuses to make a recommendation. Because the thing is that the truth of the matter is that the president will not know the people in the county. And you have the representatives and the senators from the counties who are elected by the people, who the people from the counties, from the districts, repose their confidence in, who they trust and say, yeah, you are going to lead the charge for us in the government. So that's where I think that's where the idea of President Sirleaf came from, to consult with the caucuses. So it was the caucuses then that made the recommendations for local government positions, through probably in collaboration probably with the party missionary and what have you. President Weah continued that tradition to the extent that anybody that was appointed to local government of our country came through the caucuses. So even if it was from this party, it was whatever the political alignment you had, that had to come through the caucuses. So the party leadership, the local leadership of the party, or the parties in the county, will work with the legislators to formulate the list recommendation for local government positions. So from that background, the president, His Excellency Joseph Boakai, Human Boakai, was 12 years in the executive branch of government, and also as president of the Senate. He presided over the Senate for 12 years. So he was aware of this political dispensation. But we thought that as a Senate, that we needed to remind him about this, especially after he started, after the whole idea of nominating local government officials came about. So we started first with the central government. And yes, we said, look, the president has to have the people that he has confidence in, that he wants to work with him, that can further his vision, who will align, who vision will align with his vision, who we think that will be the right people, to be the vision bearers in their positions in the central government. So we didn't have problem. Nobody had problem with that. So like some of you in the media were making all the noise. Why they allowing everybody to go? They confirm everybody. But the person is qualified and he meets the criteria for the position. He's qualified. He has education. He has a training. He has a character. Why should we deny him? For political reasons? No, of course we can do that. And so we did not want to undermine the formation of the government. So we thought that it was expedient for us to pass upon those nominations in an expeditious way, which we did. Of course, that didn't go down with some of you people in the media, but we thought that it was good for our country. And so then, when the issue of the formation of the local government, I think because we were told that the president will first do the central government, and after the central government will be the local government. So then when the issue of the local government came about, it was the opinion of the Senate that since we are responsible for confirmation, and the president will be doing nomination for local government, and we are also the representatives of our people, let's have a conversation with the president about this matter. So the leadership of the Senate, which I'm a member of, had a meeting with the president on this matter, and we discussed about how this matter will be proceeded with. The president, yes, indeed, was very receptive. He said, yes, I'm aware of that. And before local government appointments or nominations for that matter are made, I will ensure that my people consult. Consult. I mean, let me emphasize that. Consult with you people. And so all the caucuses, all the senators for that matter, expected that before the process of nomination started, there will be this quote-unquote consultation. That did not happen. And that's why
after his assurance.
After the assurance. And that being a tradition, of course. That did not happen. So then we started seeing nomination, communication coming to the Senate. Oh, it was like everybody's kind of surprised, but how did this come about? The president has assured us that this is the way to go. And it's not been done. It's not been done that way. Why is it so? So then county started holding the nominations with the intent to get back to the presidency to seek clarification. Sinoe, for that matter as well. And so one country after the other went back and forth to the presidency for clarification, and maybe at some point in time there'll be this consultation, be the discussion about how to go about, how to move forward with it. There'll be an agreement, then you agree on a batch, then a country will come back and say, okay, we agree to the batch, the batch will go. The country will come back, we agree to the batch, the batch will go. Sinoe had not had the time, up to the time the president traveled to Korea to meet with him. And there was a promise that upon the return of the president, we'll have that opportunity to meet with him to discuss this matter as to why we're left out of the process. And so when the president came back, yes, of course, because it's very.
All right, Pablo and Patrick, I can play the whole interview, but that was our Senator Chea. Basically giving justification why the local government officials have not been confirmed, or they have not returned to the county. People that went to Morovia, they have not returned, and they don't know their fate right now. He gave me all the different reasons. I just want us to chew on this as the last issue for the day. So let's start with Patrick. Patrick, what do you make of this? I don't know whether you watched the whole interview, but what do you make of the senator's argument today on the radio? Patrick, are you there? All right, Patrick is struggling there. Probably, is it possible to elevate your camera a little bit? Yeah, so we can see from the chest area. Yeah, you can carry the phone up a little bit. Okay, you're good. You're good. All right. Yeah, while Patrick is here to return, what do you make of the senator interview today?
Well, Doc, I think the
Okay. All right.
Yeah, Patrick is back. Let's take Patrick. Patrick is back. Patrick, go ahead.
Yeah. So I listened to if I followed in the morning. Even though I called in to make a contribution to the interview, but I didn't go through. I just listen to the repeat you play. So this is a thing I want to say. Why we don't agree with the delay of the nominees or any potential denial, of any nominee, I want to say that the manner in which the nomination or the whole process was done, did not give any due deference to the leaders of Sinoe, or did not show any form of coordination with the leaders of Sinoe. I mean, you cannot, in Article 3 of the Constitution, it is spelled out 3 separate but coordinated branches of government. So no branch can perform the function of the other branch, but in the exercise of one's function or constitutional prerogative, you give due deference to the other side, or you coordinate with the other side in order to to do what is required by law. So I think the way the whole process started and continued to go, that was causing the problem and the delay. And I can blame the lawmakers for the delay also too. I can blame them squarely. Yes, the delay. Oh my God. The delay. Why the delay is not necessary? Am I on?
Yeah, you are good. Yeah, but you're shaking back and forth. You're adjust the camera properly.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on here.
Yeah, when you get situated, we'll bring you back on. All right, Patrick is struggling. Yeah, but Pat, yeah, go ahead, Pablo. What do you make of the senator's speech? Interview, I should say.
Thank you. For me, I will begin by saying that when the two elephants fight, it's the grass that suffers. And to that again, my learned friend Patrick and that of the Senator Chea. Both of them quoted the Constitution.
Pablo, I hate to do that. Let the man end his talk, then you have your time, please. Sorry about that. Pastor, go ahead and your talk.
I know what better phone you talking about. Not the phone. The better phone, the best.
Pastor.
So yes. So the lack of coordination or consultation in the whole, spoil the whole party. And let me tell you something, my brother. Anything that is not good for you should not be good for the other person. I mean, in religion, they say, do unto others as we do unto you. You can recall here that just by two lawmakers performing a just constitutional duty, but some, you know what it led to, right? The two lawmakers, one got expelled and one got suspended. And the only reason why the other leaders took the action against the two lawmakers, it was because they were not consulted, and the president did not even call them to say, my man, this is what I'm doing. So almost there's the same thing that is happening here. For them, but for Sinoe Chea and they're not taking any action against the people. But the only thing they're saying, well, let due deference be given to us, and we can go ahead to confirm the people. And trust me, it will be confirmed. But the only thing that is caused that has caused a delay, I think, is the whole issue of lack of coordination, lack of of understanding, calling a leader to say, please, this is what we are doing. I mean, if you get defeated in the election, it doesn't mean that the person who defeats you is an enemy forever. No. I mean, when Yepana left the scene, for example, in 2014, they were still engaged positively. They were still opening doors. They were still mending fences and making friends. In this case, people got defeated, but they have sold, and they have sold to their soul that even those who have defeated them or those who are in leadership, they would not even call them for election. They would not even call them to even align or to even talk Sinoe. And that's a problem, Chris. That's a problem, esoteric. That's a problem. And I know that we got a long way to go, but I know that people get confirmed anytime soon, or particularly this week or next week. Yeah.
Pablo, before I bring Pablo on, let me because it seems to be you concur with the senator, and I think one of the words that the senator was playing on was the word coordinate, right? To coordinate, and that's what I'm hearing from you. But the Constitution, if you read Article 54 of the Constitution, it says the president shall nominate, and with the consent of the Senate, appoint and commission one or A, if you like, cabinet ministers, deputy and assistant ministers, ambassadors, ministers, consul. They got C, the Chief Justice and Associate Justice of the Supreme Court, and judges of subordinate courts. They got D, superintendent, other county officials, and they go on. The point I'm trying to make is, Patrick, the word consult does not appear here. They say the president shall nominate. Okay? But the senator is saying the president did not consult with them, what the president did is not unconstitutional. It's constitutional. He nominated people. So why should you have to consult with the senator to nominate when it's within his power as a president to do that? Why do you have to consult with them?
Okay, so there is no one appointed official of government that God nominated. There is no one. There was no one, and today there is no one person in government God nominated and did not lobby with senators to get confirmed. There is no one.
But different thing, Patrick. You are talking about different thing. Lobbying is different from what the president.
What I'm saying, no, my brother. Abraham Lincoln says, public opinion.
Let's protect the man, please. Go ahead, Patrick.
public opinion, I mean, is more powerful than law, okay, than any legal thing you can talk about. So what we're saying here is, what I'm saying here, the point I'm pushing here is that, yes, the law is there, but also moving in concomitant to the law is what we call expediency or precedence, right? Precedence, I mean, precedence is a perfect case study in law. All right, expediency is nothing that lawyers do to do other things. So what I'm saying, I'm not saying that it's illegal for the president to appoint with the senators, but the same law says that with the advice or consent of the Senate, the president shall will be advised. The president
the consent they're talking about, when they go for confirmation, they can either approve those guys or not approve them. So when they approve them, that is consent. When they reject them, then it's not consent. So that's what they're talking about. It didn't say the president should take people and go to the senator or go sit down with the senator and say, you know what, I want nominate Bible, or I want no, it's not. The Constitution doesn't say that.
I agree with you. So now, in that case, the people are now before the Senate. Now the senators have not said anything about them. All right. So there is where they too are exercising the power. So by law, the senators are not wrong as well. The senators who are not, they are not wrong as well to also put the confirmation on hold, because it is now. What I'm saying in short, my brother, then the legality solves no problem. I mean, it solves the problem. And legality solves the problem. What solves the problem here is, in the spirit of coordination, or for spirit of county's law for county. What is wrong, for example, what is wrong for the party team in Sinoe to say, Senator Duncan, Senator Chea, we have our list, I'll send it there. I mean, we got name of people. Please make sure you confirm them as our leaders. We trust you can do it. What is wrong with that call? What is wrong with that single call for them? I'm talking about the president.
I want to bring trouble in, but last question. Let me bring trouble in. But the last question is Patrick. If the senators are confirming people, or when they are grading people in the Capitol building, do they consult with the president to do their job? No. Do they consult the president and say, you know what, the nominee we're saying here, we're about to question the man. What is your take on that?
Okay, so yes, the senators do. I mean, the senators do consult with the president. I mean, on issues that when they have issues, for example, when they have issues, for example, the other guy this morning, even in the interview, who was placed on hold, that will be confirmed. I think that was being confirmed today or maybe next week. I mean, when issues come up, for example, where there are clarifications needed, the president's office is communicated with. Mr. President, this nominee you send here, for example, there are certain doubts we have that we please clarify. It has been happening. It's been happening.
Fair enough. So that was in the context of clarification. But go ahead, Pablo. What's your take?
Thank you, Doug. I like the argument of Patrick, but let me go to the issues. I think some of our lawmakers, if not all, are reading the very Constitution upside down, or are interpreting it to their own taste. Now you talk about Article 3. You talk about the president must nominate with the consent of the Senate. I think it is that consent now. Start opening classroom for. What about consent they talk about? We need to also start opening classroom to tell them the type of coordination the Constitution speaks about. I think we need to start telling about it, because mind you now, the coordination they talk about in this process is Mr. President has appointed Patrick Bolu, for example, as superintendent of Sinoe County, which the Constitution that the senator was quoting in Article 54 gave the president that power. Mm-hmm. Having used his power or her power as the presidency will have, or he president now, having used this to appoint Patrick as superintendent, the coordination partner is where the Senate comes in to drill Patrick that has been appointed by the president as to whether Patrick is duly qualified to serve as superintendent of Sinoe. And that's why they conduct what we call confirmation hearing. The confirmation hearing is intended for Patrick to display a CV, a profile, his agenda for the county, and where he has said what making things qualified to be the superintendent of Sinoe. So if Patrick's hearing or presentation does not suit, the position to which he has been appointed as per the taking, of the senators, they have that constitutional right, Article 3B, talking about to deny Patrick. But if Patrick is deemed qualified for the position that you are being appointed to by the president, the power given to the president by the Constitution, if Patrick is not qualified, they have the right to Patrick. If Patrick is qualified, they have the right to confirm Patrick. In the case about the local leaders that were appointed for Sinoe, there has been not even confirmation hearing for them. There have been no confirmation hearing. Lawmakers, you have 3 cardinal functions. Representation, you are representing the people at Capitol Building. You make laws and you provide oversight. Your oversight is why you use it now. If these people are appointed to checkmate them to know as to whether they are doing what they're supposed to be doing for which they were appointed. Now, who told you that the president, when they say consult, there's no consultation in the Constitution? When you go to legal issues, it should remain legal. When you want to talk about expediency, then that is a different case. But the senator quoted the Constitution. It's a legal, it's a legal matter. What you say, according to the Constitution, we have the power. Then we speak legality. So legally, the president has the right to appoint. Constitutionally, it is not a choice. I think what they are doing is the abuse of public office. It's the abuse of public office. Once you are a senator, you are under a constitutional authority to conduct confirmation hearing for whosoever that is appointed by the president. Because it is the same constitution that gave the president that right. And the constitution says you must conduct hearing. It didn't say you must agree for it before the president made that appointment before you go conduct hearing. So now the guys are not smart. If you want to be smart, go and conduct a confirmation hearing. After conducting your confirmation hearing, then you use the hearing to deny those who you want to deny. Say, as per our confirmation hearing, we think John is not qualified to be there, Peter is not qualified to be there, Teresa is not qualified to be there. Then constitutionally, you have performed your function that the president or nobody can question you for. But the people are appointed and you are refusing to conduct confirmation hearing for them because you said you did not stay with the president for you to draw out the listing. Is that what the Constitution says? No.
No.
So you cannot be cutting the Constitution upside down. It will suit the hearing of those who don't understand it, but that people that are with the kind of understanding. So now, what the senators are doing is because it's only tell all that they are living in yesterday. Because Senator Chea was there.
Patrick, you want to put yourself on mute, please?
Because yesterday it was Senator Chea, and when people are appointed, if Senator Chea does not agree, he make noise, the people confirmation delay, maybe the president calls Senator Chea, and they go on the table and gain 1 or 2 names. So since we are here today, we will do the same thing. That's exactly what Senator Chea and Senator Duncan are doing. That's exactly what they are doing. Because Senator Chea did it yesterday. Or because the late Senator Yimpan or the late Senator Nagwe did it yesterday. So we too will do it. Then why is the change? That's my point. My point is, if you make a change, change means change. The people of Sinoe overwhelmingly voted Chea out because of all those things Patrick was talking about. The 40 people confirmation, not conducting confirmation hearing for people, and telling the president, I don't want to work with the other president, I don't want to work with that. It's all those things the people of Sinoe look at and say, look, we want different leadership in the country. A leadership that will be for all Sinoe citizens. A leadership that will be for every Sinoe. Not a leadership that will still come to power and say, these other people, they not support me. These other people are not my people. Those other people are Unity Party people. Those other people are the other party people. And so we cannot work with them. Now, I asked that question during my podcast. If you are so wanting to be on the table that will decide who goes to Sinoe to work, how will you perform your oversight properly? If you send your campaign chairperson, your campaign cheerleaders, your campaign youth manager, your campaign to go in the county to hold local government positions as your interest, if they are caught in a web of corruption, for example, or mismanagement or recently, or abuse of public office, how you as a senator will perform that oversight? If these people are your own people that you want to go there, fine, It's not bad. But at the time these vacancies existed. If you are recommending your people and the president's party was to appoint them, fine. But as they speak, some citizens are being appointed already into various positions. So you want to take Patrick Bodu from there and put Dax Aye put it there. You want to take Tababo from there and put, how you call it, put Sagashas Bambu there. My argument is that you are not creating job. You are only recycling job. From one Sinoe person to another Sinoe person, from one Sinoe person to another Sinoe person. And from 2005, all the Sinoe Coco we have had, they think that's the job they get to do. That's not their job. Their job, as you know, their job, according to them, they think the only job they were elected for to know, you know, who will be district superintendent, who will be Tanchi, who will be Parimonchi. That's not their job. They need to start thinking how much going in the budget for FJ Grand Hospital. They need to start thinking how much going in the budget for the community college. They need to start thinking how much is going in the budget to create health centers in Jrei or in Dubai or in Drepo, because those are places that are very difficult to reach the reefs. They need to be thinking about companies that will go to Sinoe to open road, in Dubai that will open road, in Tajima that will build roads, in Banya. Those are things they need to be concerned with. They need to be thinking how they will sit down with the Toba family for Sinoe people to get out. SRC Lemba to take company on outside of Sinoe so that the people in outside can have job to do to put food on the table. Those are things they should be thinking about. Their thinking should not be who will be distributed, who will not be Parimonchi, but when they want these people to be servants to them. The Constitution says these people they work at the way and pleasure of the president. So if for any reason any president gave you that listening ear, that courtesy, to say, okay, since you want me to appoint the person or that person, I agree. Don't see that as as a right. It's not a right. It's a privilege. It's a privilege. It's not a right.
All right, Pablo, let me come in. Let me give my view. It is unfortunate. The way the leaders in the county they think. I mean, it's sad. But hey, we put ourselves in there. But I listened to Senator Chea, and like you said, he referenced the Constitution, and then he went to tradition. He went to Ellen Johnson Sirleaf, her way of leading, the way she was leading the country. That's how Ellen decided to lead the country. It's not a law. Joia decided to follow that pattern. It doesn't follow that Joseph Boakai should do the same thing. No. All right? That's what the guys felt like doing. Oh, go consult with the guys. And you draw the list, and you're sending your stooges to the counties, into the various counties in the country, right? That's how they did it. It's a form of corruption. Senator Chea wants that culture to continue. You know, he wants that same old corrupt culture where they send their representatives, they go and sit with the president and say, you know what, that person, I want that person. Like you rightly said, how do you audit these people? That's conflict of interest in the first place, right? You get your people in the county, you can't hold them accountable. You won't put your political ally in the county, you can't hold them accountable. And that's why the Constitution is clear. The president will nominate people, and your job is to scrutinize the people that the president sent to you to go and serve the people. When they are qualified, you approve them, you send a letter to the president, the people are approved or they are rejected. That's why they call it coordination. It's not there's a difference between consultation and coordination. The guy is missing two things that what Senator Chea was missing up today. He's taking, coordination, consultation for coordination and vice versa. That's what you're doing. And that's why they call servicing, right? You make bogus argument. You say it seems persuasive to the people that are listening because they don't understand the structure of argument. So the guys, they make sophisticated argument. And they put those things out there, and I'm hearing the arrogance from him today. The people don't understand. Yeah, you don't understand the thing. You are not doing. You are not proceeding the right way. Yeah,
because you think that only you understand government.
Yeah, he understands that. So I could get the arrogance from him. And the interviewer asking a specific question. He said, "What drove you into politics?" Right? And from that question, I know I realized that he didn't go there to seek the people interest. He said he went there to compliment, because the man that was there before he was a lawyer, right? Mr. Nangwe. So the people, he came there because he's a lawyer. He didn't say, oh, I came there to help the people out, to do something to make a reform. he came there so that a lawyer was in our seat before. So he came there as a lawyer to make sure that the people with the same quality, the same set of skills is in that position. That's why he's there for. But that's not why you were elected as a senator for the people. So I mean, it's sad. It's sad that these guys they think this way. They think this way, and you're holding your people hostage. I think one of the callers called there and said that, you know, when the president does not consult you, does it mean that you should not take care of your people? No. So Pablo, we got a lot of work to do in that country. Yeah, we got a lot of work to do.
And that's what
with the old heads that we get, the old heads that we have in the country right now, those guys thinking it backwards. They are not thinking in accordance with the zeitgeist, the spirit of the time. The guys are still in the Stone Age era. While people are going to space right now, and they are, when we're in school, they say knock food, right? The people are playing science, are playing knock food on the moon. The guys are over here and just thinking about petty things. It's just ridiculous when I listen to our leaders. I'm like, wow. You stop, okay, Senator Chea, he told us that he makes $6,000 every month in a poor country. But he cannot confront the people to get food on the table for their children. And that should be okay. And I hope to talk for too long, but I heard a lot of wrong things. I will do a specific podcast just to go and listen to Chea and give my opinion. This particular interview, right, is so bad to the point, okay, the man said they put money in the budget because they got asking about the legislative retreat and those things, and you are justifying it why they put the money there. Okay, so right now, the executive, we do certain things, I mean, say they are humanitarian or stuff like that. Okay, you can take your own money to do your humanitarian work, but if you put extra money in the budget for you to honor the project, and like probably like you rightly pointed out, who holds you accountable? Because your job is to provide oversight, right? The executive can call you to question you. No. So if you honor the project and the project does not go well, who's going to hold you accountable? So these guys, they think they are educated, but they are uneducated. You know, they just do everything backwards. So I will give you guys the chance. Patrick, you wanted to say something? Go ahead.
Yeah, so indeed, honestly, it is important that the people, our people have been stranded for 2 months. They have no food, they have no money. I mean, they have no where to stay. They roaming the streets. I mean, their situation is very appalling. And now we want the senators to fast track all the process to confirmation so that the people return home and the government begins to function, I mean, in full. Another thing I want to correct is that confirmation is not confirmation hearing is not done for all these people and a long list of people. No, it's not done like that. Normally, the Senate does at the county level. The Senate does confirmation hearing for the top 3 or 5. Yeah, the top 3 or 5. But the rest of them, the Senate sits, in the committee room, and then just do the list. One list for all of them. Say, yeah, you are all okay. Go and get a green letter from the president and go and serve. That's a rule of the Senate. So I would want the senators to go ahead to confirm the people, put aside all the technicalities. Yes, of course, let it be working on the.
Yeah, Patrick, I mean, the phone is getting worse than yours. Let me bring you back on.
Yeah, they got no more to talk about this thing. All right, people who practiced similar behavior yesterday got no more to talk about it today. We want the senators to go ahead and confirm the people, irrespective of what happens. They are standard citizens. Finally, 163 citizens were removed from the payroll, were replaced automatically because perhaps they were seditious, perhaps they did not support the rescue mission. But I also think that to just replace automatically 163 persons, take food from the table, take the children out of school, take the family. I think that was also not too fair. I mean, when it comes to those who did the listing, it was unfair. It was unfair for Sinoe. It was unfair for the districts. It was unfair to the people who have been replaced. At least, new government, you can say, okay, no happening, we're replacing 75% of those 75%, fine. But 100%, I think it was just too unfair for I think for the county. But let people go ahead and confront the people. Let them go back home and start working. I want to say.
Yeah.
Pablo, go ahead.
Can I find a few things from Patrick before I go ahead on our 163 names you talked about? Yeah. The 163 names, Patrick, are they from Sinoe? Are they civil servant or what? Is Patrick there?
Patrick, are you listening? He's asking you a question.
Hello, Patrick?
Patrick, are you on mute? You're on mute. He's asking you a question.
Patrick.
Okay, go ahead with your thought. Pablo, go ahead.
I will get back to him when he comes back. Let me go ahead with my thought. Also, Doug, like I was saying, we can take over 6 months to be discussing, the appointments of our local leaders. And I think we got more things in the county. Our leaders got more things in the county they need to focus on. And they allow more happening in Sinoe than just focusing on 100 persons, 25 persons.
Yeah, question, please. Let me respond to your question.
Yeah, you got a question?
So the 103 names, civil servants. For across the 9 districts, of course, for Sinoe. 103% replaced instantly because the new government comes to power.
Is that the only reason again?
No, I'm expressing my own view that to replace 163 civil servants instantly because the new government comes to power is not also fair.
I want to say something as I'm asking you. And I think, I want to, because you are saying it, I want to hear from you. Are they replaced or they want to be replaced or they replace them because they want to keep the power?
The poorest to be replaced. The poorest to be replaced. They are poorest to be replaced.
Oh, so thank you. So that's why now, Patrick, that's why we are saying our lawmakers, refocus their strength. They didn't forget about people who might get on payroll and start focusing on people who might be taken from on payroll. You're talking about 163%. It's even more than the 25 names they are fighting for with the presidency. So if you leave fighting for 25% to be removed from the appointment listing, the time you take it to be fighting, 163 people in your county will be taken from on payroll. You see why it's good to be focused on things that are important, on things that are relevant? Because just compare the number. 163 against 25. Which one is higher? 163. So if they are not careful, they will be fighting to get 25 of their people appointed by the president and 25% appointment listing, and 163 people go out of job. Some of whom will even be their supporters and their allies, because are the people they say they want to protect, their allies, their supporters. So some of their allies and supporters could be taken from the payroll while they are fighting for 25% to be placed on payroll. So we are not against anybody. But what we are saying, Patrick, is that there's too much noise in Sinoe. When will it be over with? Every time new representative come, new senator come, new caucus come, they come up with the same old story. Now, when they were finished with all the noise before they start thinking about having county sitting to discuss the agenda of the county. When? So then they need to have priorities. And their priorities should reflect the suffering of the people in the county. Their priorities should not be things that will concern them. Because people voted, we have the power, Constitution give us the power, and so we use it on the same people who give us the power, who voted, the power, the Constitution. All of counties representatives using the power given to them by the people and the Constitution to confront the executive to get things done. In the county. You get what I'm saying? So while we can use the power as a caucus, as lawmakers, to make sure that the scholarship benefit from GVO for our students, it come on time, it come in full to make sure our students are in school, and to start to ask GVO, since you have been here for over 10 years now, you are the biggest concession in the Southeast or in our county. How can we delve into GVO to get more benefit for our people to organize, vocation?
All right, I think Tobago is frozen there. So, go on, you go now, yeah.
In the entire country, we don't have a vocational institution. Senator Chea constructed a building. I think it was 2018 or 2020 or 2021, but it was during a second term. He constructed that building. He said it was a vocational institute that you are building.
Well, Chea?
Yes. Since he got elected now, he abandoned that dream and learned that he turned it over to the community college. Thank God that the community college is using it, but what happened to where the community college was? Why can't we have our vocational school running? You have GPO in the county when they pull up vacancies. Most of the vacancies have to do with vocational skills. Now, about how many person get degree? They pull up vacancies today. They want mechanic, we can't find mechanic. They want electrician, we can't find electrician. They want how you call it? They want driver. We can't find driver. Instead the driver didn't start training on the cars to be happy then. So these are things the senator say building school. I think in one of the popular areas, he signed 7 rooms with offices, and you telling me he's spending $120,000.
Yeah.
7 room school with offices, and he said that project costing him $120,000. That was some of the justification you were giving for the money they were putting in the budget. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah. Those are the justifications you're giving. So we are saying, we will be checkmating them. When they didn't do the right thing, we'll come in, we'll praise them, we'll clap for them, we'll sing for them, we'll sing hallelujah. If they continue to make mistakes, we'll still be behind them. We'll not give up Patrick because since 2005 we have not had a better leadership in the country, so we'll give up. No. We need to continue one day. Even if we don't get 100%, a breed of leaders will come who say, we think it is enough now. Sinoe has gotten in the newspaper in Liberia always for the wrong reason. This time around, if Sinoe gets in the newspaper, we hear that we have a junior college in Sinoe. If Sinoe gets in the newspaper, we hear that today the president is going to Sinoe to dedicate a vocational school to all those in the Southeast. When Sinoe is getting in the newspaper next time, we hear that we have one big health center in district number 2, seeing the referral hospital. FJ is far from that side, really seeing the roads are cut. Pregnant women cannot come to town to give birth, to deliver on time. Ambulance cannot even go there, so we have a health center in that region. We're waiting to see where, for example, since the high school in Pinetown, District 3, since they elevated high school to high school level, it's just the structure there. There are no teachers in our school to teach that high school level. So when our students graduate from the junior high school in Pinetown, they either go to Zwedru or they find instead of Greenville. Those who think Greenville is very far from their people back home, we answer that they got to run back, they find for Kasawa, they go to Zwedru. Most of our Sinoe citizens now are residing in Zwedru, Granjide, and they are increasing the population of Granjide because we are trying to abandon that part of Sinoe. Go to Fubadi. The people try their best. They build something they call a town hall. Do we now to give them a real structure that at least when we go to Fubadi, we'll say we'll have a town hall? These are things we need to be thinking about, things that will help our community. But we stay there, we say, oh, they will not get there. Ali Senator will not confirm them. Ali Senator, we are tired with this statement. No matter any justification they don't get on the radio, as far as concerned, we are tired with it. We don't want to hear it. You go on the radio, you speak all your BB English. You go on the radio, you quote all the constitutional articles. You go on the radio, you quote all the rules in the Senate. We don't care. All we care, we say, confirm our people, let them go back home.
Right, it's as simple as that. So, Trouble, well said.
That's why the people should not suffer because the president refused to consult you. No, the people should not suffer the consequences. You still senator, you still have the authority, you still have so many other errors. You can also disrespect the presidency. You feel the president disrespect you.
But there is no I didn't see any disrespect anywhere. The president did his job. That's why I was asking Patrick earlier. When those guys are confirming, people, do they consult the president to do their job? No, they don't consult the president. So the man just didn't understand the work coordination, or he did what he calls sophistic gymnastic on that, just to kind of bamboozle the people. That's what they do. They just go and put on bogus argument just to hold the people hostage. That's what Senator Chea was doing during the interview, and I can't wait to get the whole caucus their opinion, because what he said was what Romeo said at Romeo's opinion, and what he said is his own opinion. So I don't know how when Duncan comes out, Duncan's opinion, what Duncan will say will be different from what they are saying. They'll basically say the same thing.
Let me tell you this: nobody should fool you. The people, the 5 of them have the 5 of them. Everything that is happening, all of them are aware of it. No one person is left out. They all agreed. There's the 1, there's the 2, there's the 3, Senator 1, Senator 2. They all shut down and agree that this is what we will do. And they say, yes, this is what we'll do. You get what I'm saying? So the other person come on and thought at the end of the day, issue the scheme and say, oh, but I don't have confirmation power. If you believe you don't have confirmation power, stay away from confirmation matters. You know what I'm saying? You say you don't have confirmation power, you are a representative. We agree. Then stay away from confirmation matters. But so far as you come out and say, we have agreed that 25% will be removed from our list, and we have sent a communication to the president. So I mean, all of you are part of it. All of you are part of it. The entire caucus,
please.
All of them working together to stop our people confirmation.
Yeah, exactly. And again, Twabo, let's continue with these conversations. And yeah, I can't wait when we'll have the right leadership in the county that will actually work for the people. Right now, the guys are working for themselves. Once their stooges are not in power, they don't like it. And so I can't say anymore that the president did his job, send people to you to do your job. You confirm it or you don't confirm it. That's the job of the lawmakers. You confirm the guy, you don't confirm them. You tell the president, okay, we rejected the people that you sent, or we confirmed them. That's the coordination they're talking about, nothing else. The president does not have to consult you and say, oh man, let's sit down and I want Twabo to go to the county for me. No, it's not political representation. It's not. The Constitution is clear. The president can nominate all those people, the superintendent and local official. That's the president's job. Your job is to just go do your job and confirm the people or not to confirm them. So why are you holding the people hostage for a month? You say the president disrespected you, where there is no disrespect shown to you. I don't see any disrespect over there. I don't. When the guy is making a decision in the Senate who to confront or not, do they ask the president for his opinion? They don't do that. So why the president send people to you and you say, "Oh, we didn't sit down together to discuss it. Therefore, I can't do my job." They are not doing that job. They say, "Now I'm not going to do my job because he did not call me to consult with me to see who I should send to the county." Therefore, the people will just be lingering around the city. All right, the people of Sinoe County is up to them again. A few years from now, it'll be election time. They can put Chea back, or they can put Romeo back. They can put President Duncan. It's up to them, But I think we got right minds. For me, I'll be clear on the show here. I don't mince words. Next election, because I already told you guys that Sinoe County District Number 2 is a mistake to put that guy there. Sonny Boy Noah, it's horrible. For my county, me, I don't hide. You guys can be diplomatic about your language. You'll be politically correct. I'll say my own, and you call me whatever name you want to call me. But I think I would prefer you, Bible, any day over Sonny Boy Noah, because the first of all, Sonny Boy Noah was discouraging when the people asking, "What is your platform for the people?" And you told the people, "I don't have platform." Okay, man, what are you running for? What are you running for office? You don't have platform for the people. And then the man has totalitarian tendency, the same thing we fought against in the country, you guys did not have targets. What you call the primary, right? The man did some kind of jaja thing and they went to confront me to be the winner. I was like, what is going on here? I saw the same thing they fought against the true we party or the people that are in power, they disenfranchise our people, right? That's also the board Noah is doing here. He's stopping.
But let me just tell you this. You know, it is one of the major factors that defeated CDC in 2023 is the way CDC managed her primary. It's one of the major factors. Let me tell you this for free. Just look at the margin. Look at the margin.
Like raised on slim.
Very slim. You know what I'm saying? So people who could put their foot down on the ground, people who could move here and there, some of them say, okay, I will not fight against, but I will just sit down. So they say, oh, me, I will fight against. You know, so the way they handle their representatives and it affected the party. It affected the party to the extent that it led to our defeat.
Yeah, but Pablo, before I let you go though, what do you make of your main appreciation tour in the county right now? Sonny Noah is going around and giving money out and giving. What do you make of it?
That for me, I've always said that, whatever Representative Noah is doing, the people to whom he's doing it are own citizens that elected him, and it's a kind gesture from him. But it does not in any way in the future will deter anybody by the New York Bible. That everybody have their spirit. Everybody have their destiny. And between you and me, if I appear on ballot and they are in cabinet building. So I'm not worried about everything something about doing in the district. Whether he gave me millions, he gave me millions. He had all the millions at the time people prefer me before the CDC mistake. He had all the millions. So I just thank him for sharing some of the earnings with the people back home, celebrating.
That's not earning, my man. That's looting. That's not earning.
I don't know the soul. I don't know the soul, man. I don't want to question the soul, but I want to thank him. I want to congratulate him.
What do you make of Tony Boakai across the county dividing money?
Well, esoteric, honestly, our people, for the level of suffering they have gone through, the level of poverty they have endured, they don't need money. They don't need petty cash. What they need now is liberation. It's very easy to help the people if you are willing to help them. It's hard to help them if you are not willing to do so. So, for example, 12 million in a district, to distribute among 5 districts. One district takes $1 million. Now, each district has more than 1,000 citizens. Or let's say 500. Let's put it at 500 in fact. All right. So you say 1 million among 500 persons. I mean, how much input it would take, and what change can it make on the lives of the entire district? So the empowerment of a few persons does not give any relief or does not help the district. What the women could have expected, for example, you say, okay, you know what? Let's see if we can work with the government of Liberia, maybe through the Ministry of Education, or maybe on the other district program, or maybe whatever Commerce Ministry or whatever group you can lay your hands. Gender, gender. In fact, that way with gender ministry, in fact, to see how best we can look for some livelihood programs in agriculture, women in agriculture, for example. If you put women in agriculture, for example, all the women will make money for themselves. They will make money for themselves. The whole across the whole district. It will not be a few group of women who supported you, for example. Or women in soap making, women in tar dyeing, women in women in tailoring, women in cosmetology, all the small programs. The general ministry can work with the office, for example, and go implement such program and to help the women. Young people, for example, just on high school now, perhaps. Now we have a commission on technical and vocational education. And, as soon as the Senate passes that particular bill too, the president will be signed into law. So you can now go, for example, that Jackson is the only district, and Jackson Central High is the only school in the whole district. can we elevate the status, for example? Can we elevate the status? And, you know, so if you give cash to people, the cash will be lavish. For example, people get proud and they will spend the money, but they won't do anything. So I don't think it was a wise idea. It was a good decision going spending money, you know, on the people. But I think the people need real laws. All right, like suggested. Say lawmakers, go and put something on the floor. For example, something on the floor that could create the dry zone or the dry zone vocational or technical college, for example. You know, young people go to school, or maybe the dry zone women empowerment fund. You know, through the Ministry of Gender, the central bank, and the other relevant authorities go there that they can check on it. Right now, their own money, my brother, it's for not pay for it. Yeah. So I mean, I think it's a good idea, but anyway, it is what it is. It is what it is actually.
Yeah, exactly. So it is what it is because the people, again, in order to build a house, you need a blueprint for that house. You know, you need somebody to sketch the building, how the building will be, right? Anything that you want to do for that matter, you need a plan. But the people of Sinoe County District Number 3, they put a man there who said, I don't have a plan for you. So that's what you get. So he does random things, right? He carried $1 million Liberian dollars. Like, can I buy you something better? And they will stay with that for the next 6 years. While Sonny Boy is building mansion. But the thing is, my only thing is, Pablo is on here supporting Savior. And you I'm seeing you are coming by, you have the potential. So I don't know whether you can win Patrick over later. You know, because Patrick bringing somebody against you.
Let me tell you something, Doc. Let me tell you something.
Yeah.
And one of my strengths is that I don't draw line with anybody. I work with you until you can reach a point where you yourself can be convinced and say, I think Tobacco can be my man. You know, even that man can myself can live in the same house today before the person. Yeah, myself will never have issues. That's me. In my politicking, I accept criticism, but I don't take disrespect. There's a difference between criticism and disrespect.
Right.
So you criticize me, you say the worst about me, you say the this about me, you say that about me. If truly those things you say are true, I got no issue. Because I'm a human being now. I can be 100%. I can be flawless. But one my negative cannot surpass my positive. That mean, and I can be a leader.
Right.
Whoever, wherever they are now, let them be there because another 2029 is still far. And all we pray for is long life. And and when the time comes, everybody will see it glaring as we start to go. So I'm not bothered. You know, is that the issue of District 3 right now is that a district that we give have interim leadership. And that interim leadership will have in the district. Let the person take over the district in the meantime, while we sort a few things out, and in time to come, we'll take it and give it to the person and who would think can lead it better. So that's why all the things they're doing in the district, John postponed Peter here, and I don't talk anything about it. Peter goes to with water, Teresa, I don't talk anything about it. Because I feel that I gotta reserve my energy for the appropriate time. I can't be using my energy now. All any young man can do, or anybody in that district, not only in the district, every Sinoe citizen, every Liberian, what you can do now ahead of the 6 year, build yourself, invest in yourself, develop yourself, and continue to relate to your people, continue to listen to their cries, continue to be there for them when they need you. And nothing should change who you are. Because you are now not because of election. Some of all were free with our people, but that's just what we love to do, and that's who we are. We just let to be with our people. We just let to be happy in no matter the circumstances. Join them, eat a dry rest together. Join them, dance together. That's just what makes us happy. Some of us, and we'll continue to live that life until God say, "Come and sit right here." So we are not moved by those things. Other people do things because they need something from the people, and so they got to do more. They got to keep doing it.
Yeah, well, I mean, and one discouraging thing about my district representative, For 6 months now, the guy in the Capitol building. Maybe one of you have seen the video, but I want to see a video where the man actually contributing to discussion in the building. I don't see anything there. Maybe I haven't. Maybe the people hiding the video from me. But I love to see what my lawmaker is saying. What instrument is he proffering? You know what I'm saying? What does he want to do? But I don't see anything. You know, but I like something about my man. Recently, the tour you on right now. The thing I like about it is just right here. The man traveling with his wife, which I like. You know, that I must give my brother kudos on that. A lot of the time, our leaders, you don't see their wife or their significant other with them. They just hiding the people. But I let the father Sonny boy know. I finally, these are things I've been talking over and over. I mean, my man, bring your wife. Your wife is gorgeous. You don't have to hide a lady. You know, you go somewhere where nobody sees your wife. But I like the father of a man now. He kind of bring his wife to the people so the people can know her, the kind of person she is. She's a wonderful lady. I know her personally. I mean, I've been to her place, very nice. And I like the father of the man is now moving around. Once she's power to where wife, you know, go on campaign, you know, and stuff like that.
No, but I'm coming out.
I want to see Patrick Kennedy going out there. I don't know, you know, significant order too.
Just I want to see power again.
What happened?
Just I want to see power again. Also, I want to see power too. Because what you doing now, we did it throughout the campaign.
Oh, I didn't see you with your wife during the campaign.
Because then you didn't know what then.
Oh, okay. I mean, if you did that, then I take it back. Then you know.
Yeah.
Yes. Okay.
So
all right, guys. Let's give our closing comments. Probably can give a closing thoughts, and Patrick can go with probably a day.
Yeah. Every long road has an end. And so, Doug, thank you for always, giving us the platform to share our thoughts with, our people, in back home in the district, even those of you in the diaspora. And because we believe our leaders back here, some of them always visit you people on our side, and they come and talk a lot of BB things and see a lot of BB. So we will back home will be giving you the clearer picture, even though you are seeing some, but not everything you will see on the social media. And, and let our leaders see, let them listen to our voices and see it as a means of correcting them to do the right thing, because they still have more time. It just 6 months. They can make a change. It just 6 months. They got about 5 years, 6 months ago, so they can make a change. So, but if they see this as as an affront to them, well, then I think they, they should prepare to just have a one-term. A lot of them, I see a lot of them having being just one-term lawmakers. If they will not start to listen to their people and start to think about the power they have that Constitution gave them. But it was not Constitution that voted for them. It was the people that stay in the queues on the song that were voting for them. So if they come and only want to use the Constitution to punish the people, to suppress the people, to deny the people, it is up to them. Everybody will carry their cross when the time comes.
Yep, trouble is frozen there. Patrick, you want to get yourself off mute? You're on mute.
Okay. Yeah.
Closing thought, please.
Okay. So thank you again for the time. It's an honor always being on your platform to share my thoughts and perspective about Sinoe Liberia, Africa and the world. The lawmakers, I wanted to tread with caution. The senators should tread with caution. The sentiments in Liberia can be too powerful. It can destroy so easily. When people build sentiments around certain things, whether you are doing it right, in the right way or in the wrong way, when a negative perspective is built, or perception is built around that situation, it can be very dangerous. The issue of the Sinoe citizens is very critical, and they should tread with caution in dealing with it. Let people be confirmed, go back home, and start to work for the country. I think what the nomination is a privilege, it's an opportunity to serve the country. In fact, it's a civic duty, to serve. So please let them go ahead to do it. Let change be change. I believe the current caucus can make a big difference in terms of what is best for Sinoe County's interest. The only reasons why leaders are elected every 6 years, as enshrined in the article 1 of the Constitution is just for the safety, the happiness, and wishes of the people. The safety, the happiness, the wishes, or interests of the people. That's the only reason why people get elected to serve. Please serve with distinction. Let the people be, let people have a change of environment, of county development, and everything they want in their lives. Thank you so much, Asotari.
No problem. Okay, probably you want to air your thoughts and you went out.
Yeah. Let me aim and thoughts. And so to conclude, like I said, let our leaders see this as ambassadors for the good, for good leadership in Sinoe. We know they are all good people, maybe just something, something might trigger their action. And we know that they are wise people, they can still make a comeback because they were elected to serve the people. The same love they gave the people for which the people elected them, let them show that love. No matter whoever they think might be beyond that nomination, for the sake of those that were nominated, let them see reason and confirm the people. Thank you, Doug, and thanks to those who have been following all this evening. Have a wonderful night.
All right, Paul, thank you so much. Anytime, man. I like you. I'll be reaching out to you for your thoughts. I mean, the platform is here. I want everybody to come give your thought. Whether you agree with me or not, I try to bring. I do my best to bring some of the boys from Senator Chea'S side, so we can all come here and brainstorm, get our different views, and we'll get a point of agreement, right? So our point of agreement, we can work on that to push our county forward. Thank you so much for coming on.
You're welcome, bro.
All right. All right, guys. So that's the show for today. My closing thoughts is that Senator Chea is in error. I think it was Law Atten who said power tends to corrupt and absolute power corrupts absolutely. Although I don't agree with that quote, I don't think power corrupts. It is the corrupt people that corrupt power, and the likes of Senator Augustine Chea, they are power intoxicated, and so they abuse power. When they are in authority, they use their authority erroneously. They use their power to suppress the people. Because you have to understand there was 2 forms to be dualistic. There was 2 forms of power. You got the high power and you got the soft power. The high power is where the leader physically use a tyrannical power, his authority to suppress the people. And the soft power is exactly what Senator Chea is doing right now, where they don't want to even give the people a hearing, a platform. The president will send people to them and say, you know what, we're not going to even give the people the opportunity to cross-examine them. No, that's soft power, that's soft tyranny. Okay, they're suppressing the people in another way. And we have to change this. Yeah, how do we change it? It's to change those guys. But again, the Constitution, it gave a time frame where we can exercise our power, which is to vote. It's beautiful in the context of Liberia because Liberia is popular vote. It's an electoral college that decides who wins. So you, the people, after a couple of years again, you can listen to Senator Chea. You can listen to Romeo Kuya. They will tell you they come and beat their chest on the radio. It's up to you to put them in power again so that they can enrich themselves. It's up to you to put Sonny Boy Noah so you can go share $1 million each with the people. And after a couple of weeks or after a couple of months, you go back to the same condition you were in. You need a systemic change. You need a systematic change. The system is messed up. So it's the system that you have to change, because right now what Sonny Boy is doing is not addressing the system. Yes, it's not addressing the system. Give you $5 or whatever, $1 million or $1 trillion he's giving you. You have to change the system. They say when you want somebody to be on their own, is to give the person the tools to be independent. Giving sharing $1 million Liberian dollars with a whole district, a district that has over thousands of people, give them $1 million Liberian dollars is nothing. You are just trying to bribe the people so that you can stay in power. But we'll deal with the people in the soon possible time. Just the same way we pass Senator Chea, we will do it to Chea. We will do it to Duncan. We will do that to Romeo Quia. All those right now that are holding our people hostage. Our people are hungry, and Chea is getting $6,000 in addition to Liberian dollar. How much he calls it? Or 1,000 Liberian dollars in addition to 6,000 Liberian dollars. But he does not want to give our people the platform so that they can get jobs. Because not Senator, but the president did not consult with him to send people to him for confirmation. Who does that? Is that how it works? Is that the law that Senator Chea said it? For the president and you to sit down and draw out a list before you can get people, you can call people for confirmation hearing? No, the president is doing his job. Do your job, Senator Chea. The president sent people to your office for you to confirm them or not to confirm. That's part of the job. The president and you don't have to sit down to draw up a list and you put your political stooges on the list. No, that's not how it works. Don't read the law upside down. There was nothing in the Constitution that says that the president should consult with a lawmaker to nominate people. Nothing like that. The word coordination should not be taken out of context. Coordination means the president should send the people to you, you confirm them, or you don't confirm them, you write the president back. You are coordinating, you are working together. You don't have to sit down for the president got to sit down with you for you and him to discuss his job duty. No. That's why one branch cannot do the job of the other. No. The executive cannot do the job of the legislature. The legislature cannot do the job of the executive. The judiciary cannot do the job of the legislature and vice versa. So Senator Chea should not turn things upside down. He's not the only person that sat in classroom. We are not lawyers, but the law should not be turned upside down. No. Just to suffer our people. Just to keep our people in poverty. That's why the guys do all the different tactics. Filibuster and get into unnecessary frivolous fights while our people are hungry. While the children are not in school. While pregnant women are on motorbikes. This is not balance in the Chea there. It's power. Oh, the president disrespected us. Okay, why are you disrespecting the people as well? Why? Why are you calling them? They don't know nothing. Oh, people should respect you, but the people, they are ignorant people. You say that, you say those things, I mean, offensively, in offensive language, or euphemistically, you insult the people. Oh, they don't understand anything. We have to do education. So, okay, you are in power now, and you don't understand the difference between coordination and consultation. The Constitution does not say anything about consultation. The president doing his job, or you holding up for months. For months, our people are in the county in Morovia, and Senator Chea and Senator Duncan. They don't want to confront the people. They don't want to even see them in the first place. Sinoe is in trouble. And you'll continue to elect these people. You'll continue to do that. And Senator Chea will tell children abroad to go to the best school. Even when they stay in the country, he sends the children to international schools. They are not going to those schools where they say that free education is giving our people. No. They are far better than you. You, the people that elect them. They don't respect you. It's all about power. Once those guys, they get as 9 years in power, they are drunk. They will say anything. All right, guys, have a wonderful day. I'll see you again next Thursday. We'll be here to continue with discussion. Sinoe is in a serious problem. Liberia is in a serious problem. We got dishonest leaders. We got people that are power drunk, and they are dishonest. Yes. They don't love you. When somebody loves you, they will not treat you the way the leaders of Liberia are treating you. You don't treat the people, your people that you love. No roads, no electricity, no clean water, no good school, no health hospital or healthcare facility, nothing. Life expectancy, when you are sick, you go to Liberia, you go to the hospital in Liberia, you are just going to expedite your death. That's why those medical facilities they have in the country, they are, because nothing in there. When the leaders are sick, they fly out of the country. They want to do medical evaluation, they fly out of the country. They don't trust those institutions that they say they build in the country. No. the school that Senator Chea'S he building in Sinoe County, you will never send his son over there. You will never send his daughter over there because they are nothing. They don't have no quality in them. All right, guys, I'm out for the day. Thank you so much.